within the context of many serious findings of maladministration at the UWI. Yes, I agree with you right there, sir. There is maladministration at the UWI, and everybody up there must be held accountable. But we part ways when you say, see nothing with Jack Bernard and his garden do wrong. That's where we part ways. Yes, I agree with you. And you can't come in at the letter now and come try blame the UE people them. I know them alone. Yes, them involved, and them needs to be held to the full extent of the law. When Jack then turn up at the custom and give them documents that were signed by the previous CEO, that is fraud, Mr. Golden. That is fraud. Jack then presented documents to custom bearing the signature of the former CEO. Guys, tap up the screen for me, please. Give me some tap, give me some gift. Give me anything you don't have. The lions, the bear, the tiger. Follow me if you don't know follow me yet. Jack then, whose principal is Dennis Garden, presented fraudulent document to the customs. Mark Golden said there's nothing wrong. Jamaica man is a puzzle me. But let me say, me can read a little more. Maybe there's an explanation further down. Where was I? Jack then as emerged in public, Auditor General, I believe it is essential we consistently demonstrate our party's commitment to the high standard in probity in public affairs and due respect for the spirit of the leadership code of conduct. You're gone. That our MPs and senators have all signed. So you realize, Mark Golden, that your own MP's code of conduct where you're bald but not have no teeth, because Dennis Gardner signed it to and see me. Yes, Dennis Gardner would have signed because you say, all I want to sign and see me now. And you say, say not him do wrong. Which means that you are as corrupt as he is. Well, surprise me, but I hope people look at it that way now. Dennis Garden presented fraudulent document. Jack then, whose principal is Dennis Garden, and as according to the rules of the PNP, who no rule we are go by, Once your company are you. We are go by phone rule. We know to say we not try divorce Jack then for Dennis Garden. But based on phone rules where we not lobby pan for the last 10 years, as long as it's your company, it is you. We now make no divorce him, then no divorce, then they even file. Then not even filed. So let me continue that a little more. So, where am I? Which our MP of all signed. I have therefore decided that Mr. Gardner should step aside from the Public Accounts Committee and the Shadow Cabinet with immediate effect pending the completion of ongoing investigation and allow the Party's Integrity Commission to look into the matter closely and provide its recommendation. The situation will then be reviewed. Maestro, bless up yourself. Your party integrity, the same one that passed a 2-time convicted criminal, the same one that you said, the same party integrity commission that you said, even though them fail to recommend what's his name from Central Kingston again, they fail to recommend him and you look past them, which means that you don't believe in your part. So how now you go call upon them? Judith, mess up yourself. then it will be reviewed. In coming to this decision, I wish to reiterate that I am not aware of anything which suggests that Mr. Gardner or Jacqueline has breached any law. Again, the man repeat the same goddamn thing. The man repeat the same thing. So none of what has been in the public for the past maybe about 3 months, Mark Golding don't know none of it. I am not a lawyer. I am not a legal scholar. But I can think of 2 laws that Jacqueline and his principal have broken so far. Only 2 me can think of. When the opposition leader, who is a lawyer, can come out and write this, write it down, you know. Mr. Golden, write this down and put it in the public sphere that even though it is facts that the man presented fraudulent, the company presented fraudulent documents to the custom. He used illegally a tax exempt that was not issued to him or his company. Mark Golden said nothing, no law that was broken. None. None. Where was I? Where was I? Yes, Mr. Gardner, Jacqueline had breached no law. Furthermore, Jacqueline dialysis machine are now providing life-saving service to Jesus Christ. Chavi? Furthermore, this is where Mark Golden right, you know. Furthermore, Jacqueline dialysis machines are providing. That is not the issue, Mark Golden. I know him right. You know, well, I don't think I'm right, you know, but he signed his name to it.
Check your WhatsApp. There's something there I wanted to read.
What? Oh, hold on.
Check your WhatsApp.
Yeah. I'll check it now. Let me check it. I'll soon get back to this letter, people. Well, Chabi, this look fine, you know. But let me try see him here. Okay, but Chabi, no, me know all these breach of custom acts, using tax exempt status, such as a charity or formerly public sector duty concession to import goods for private entity or third party, is fraudulent evasion of custom duties. Are you saying that Mark Golden did not know this?
I'm saying Mark Golden is a bare-faced liar.
Mark Golden is a bare-faced liar. Mark Golden, knowing this, wrote, well, may I agree, I know him write it. As I said it before, Travis, that Mark Golden don't have the political capital in the party to make a move against Dennis Gardner. So this weekend would have been spent Friday, Saturday, or Thursday, Friday, Saturday would have been spent negotiating with Dennis Gardner to get him to do something, and then they write this letter and give him to sign. I don't think he read it. He not even read this. This is something they give him and say, sign this, because you have to support me.
Sad.
I will not, of all the issues I have with Mark Golden, I do not think Mark Golden read this and sign a name to it. Well, let me check it. Let me see who signed it. Because they have a way to send out unsigned letter, you know. Them love send out letter with no signature on the panel. See that? There's no signature on it. There's no signature on it. For more information, contact the PNP. So there's no signature on it. So this is something that they put his name on. There's no signature. If the party leader is sending out a letter that he believes in, why isn't he signing his name to it? There's no signature on it. It bears his name at the heading as the party leader, but there's no signature. A Birchall in charge of the PR. Well, the grammar and the writing suggest a Birchall. Yes, there is a rift because, as I said before, he does not have the political capital to make any move against Dennis Gardner. Dennis Gardner have bigger PNP than Mark Golding. Dennis Gardner have the ability to do more for the party than Mark Golding. Mark Golding may be richer than Dennis Gardner, have more money, have more rich friends. But Dennis Gardner company, you can't send any PNP go look at work down there. I want to look at Dennis Gardner company, janitorial, as done as the PNP them is. You can't send them go look at work down there, and then we get it. Mark Golding company, you need PhD and HD, you need all sort of abbreviation behind the name to get that work there, so. As soon lick it back from top. Excellent. As soon lick it back from top. But let me read some more of the letter here. Because again, I have therefore decided close the monitor. In coming to this decision, yes, in said Jack then do nothing wrong. Right? Jack then has breached no further.
Then Chuck, if he no do nothing wrong, he no break no law, we must step aside for.
Yeah.
Why should he step aside?
$10 million? What was the $10 million that he paid back for? If he did nothing wrong, what is the $10 million for? Why did he pay back $10 million?
Yep.
That's why this is an unsigned letter. Because nobody in the party want to put them signature to these words. But guess what? Then put Mark Golding's name at the top. Because it says, statement from PNP President and Opposition Leader Mark J. Golding. So is he going to allow his name to be used like this? No signature, just a name. This is not a gift, you know. Now, I want to see if the media house, when they return to normal duties tomorrow morning, will pick up on this part. No signature to the letter. And it says, even though the man has paid back $10 million, he not do nothing wrong. So was the $10 million donation to the university hospital that they so greatly needed? And why was it? It's not just they mentioned the dialysis machine, Travis. Go on to the furniture. Is the furniture that came in under the guise of you?
I said it when his interview was read from the Observer. I said, why you never address the furniture? You only come out and address the dialysis machine. What happened to the $250,000? $250,000 worth of furniture. What's going on?
250,000 US.
Yes.
Yeah. So why they never mention the furniture in the letter? Is it also providing great service to the Jamaican people? Is the furniture that was imported using the university's tax exemption, is that also providing service? Where the comrade them? Which comrade there? Where the comrade? Somebody can tell me.
The entire joke and PNP never get from on him.
I saw a young lady a while ago. She was live. Tina Times. And her thing was, oh, look how much thing tough than do. And the question I would like to ask, what has Stoughton done? Calling up somebody's name and posting up his name on social media does not make him guilty. What makes you guilty, firstly, is when you agree to restitution. The moment you agree to restitution, it means you admit guilt and you say, let's not go any further with this investigation. I will repay. Well, me know she not no sense, you know, but in PNP world, she's smart.
Chuck, you see document I'm saying you? If you take a close look, it says fines can be 3 times the value of the products. No, those machines are into the tune of 40 million. 3 times that, 120 million. Did we hear 120 millions or something like that being bandied about?
Yes, because that's what the university hospital is gonna be charged.
Okay.
And I can tell you, you know, because I have personal experience with that. It's a good thing I did have evidence. Listen to me. I imported a couple of years ago. I imported a motor vehicle, and I never imported. My brother buy a vehicle, send it out in my name. I'm going to clear it. When I went to clear it, the guy said the invoice price, I complained about the invoice price. He said, somebody said it come give me. My brother said me a vehicle. So he asked, do you know that if you found that you are breaching this, you can be charged up to 3 times the value? Me say, me not have no problem. Me say, all documents you have that me have. So the site that the vehicle was purchased for, he said I should come down to the customs and open my account for them to look at it. I have to tell him I don't have an account, which I didn't. I don't have an account. And after I investigate, I was allowed to clear my vehicle and move on. So I know for a fact that when you breach the Custom Act, the fine can be up to 3 times the value of whatever you were trying to import. So $250,000 worth of furniture plus how much for the dialysis machine then, Chavi? We don't get the price
million. 40 plus million.
40 million. So we are looking for at least $45 to $50 million.
Yep.
So the fine to Jack then alone should be up to $150 million. Somewhere in that region.
Yep, correct. And we did hear that number being bandied about earlier.
But the sad part, people, is not Jack then that's gonna be fined, you know.
Jack then have to come up with it, man.
It's the university hospital that's gonna be fined because
no, Chuck, wait, stop. Because you have to go read into the article now. Yeah, you need to read into the article. If your money cannot be paid, forfeiture of goods. Please read to that part. Read to that part. You can't pay the money, forfeiture of goods. That is it. So I wish dialysis machine them go forfeit now.
The 10 will sit down there, but them say, both entities breach, right? Both entities breach. And people are now complaining, why are we only talking about Jack then? Well, we are talking about Jack then because the principle of Jack then is a lawmaker. And we would like to think that we hold lawmakers to a different standard. Let's not forget.
The principle of Jack then has committed an act that is tantamount to what? Admission of guilt.
Admission of guilt. Let's not forget the drill saga. Let's not forget the drill, you know. When we had the drill argument, there was no talk about, but the man don't want to come. No. The man have to go because he have shares in the company. But now this man who is the chief, the principal, the owner, the founder, of the
He,
company.
in his article, he confirmed yesterday that he is the head of the company. The
Why is
observer
Dr. Dahl so
article
quiet?
confirmed that. So,
Very,
so
very,
what?
very good question, Joe. Very good question. Why is Dr. Dahl so quiet? Well, you see, Joe, I can't read Dr. Dahl fast with them questions there. Places like the Gleaner, Observer, and RGR are the ones who can ask Dr. Dahl. Dr. Dahl, they were very vocal. When there was a drill and a company that may have been linked to a Labour Party member of Parliament. Why are you so quiet in this one? Why was your picture removed from the Jackden website? These are questions where I can't get the chance to ask Dr. Das. But the persons who can are more interested in being his friends than their reporter. Tufton is, yeah, there you go now. Tufton no quiet. Tufton has replaced the board at the university hospital and have set up a committee to investigate what happened. So Tufton is not quiet. Tufton is taking the action that he's supposed to take. Mark Golden now was backed into a corner and then frame him with this so-called letter. So Tufton is not quiet. Tufton took action from the day the story broke. From the report was cornered, Tufton took action. The board was replaced, the CEO was replaced. Who was the former CEO? Because presenting for a document to customs is another charge, you know. He presented a document to customs that was signed by somebody that was no longer employed in the university hospital. Not him, the company. Because I'm sure he no longer clears his own goods. So let me put it that way. Not him, his company. Presented documents to the customs that was signed. Cornerstone, Tufton is not quiet. Tufton took the action that he needs to take as the minister. Remember, we have been telling people that whole heap of time what the ministers them do is push out them neck where it not belong. Tufton is the Ministry of Health. There was a breach at UWI. He replaced the board, replaced the chairman, and has put a committee in place to find out what went on. That's what he is supposed to do as the minister. Now, remember, in this now, Tufton is not out there. Well, here's an honest comrade. Here's an honest comrade, Mr. O'Keefe Sanders. O'Keefe, have you read the letter that was put out by Mark Golding? Mr. Sanders?
I can answer that. No, he was on a live earlier today and he didn't know when I the letter.
You don't know when the letter? But I am disappointed in this, comrade, you know. How is it that I read the letter the first time it come out? And yet the comrade them will defend this thing every day. Can't spend the time out to read it. How is it that I could have spent the time out and watch Mark Golding budget speech, but the comrade will defend him every day, couldn't spend no time to watch it? You see, here's the problem. Before Mark Golding speak, on declare him speech to be the greatest speech in history. So we never need to listen to it. With this Jackden thing, on the decide in the mind say, oh, a comrade say no, do nothing wrong, so I never want to see the letter. On the decide in the mind already, so we don't need to see the letter. There is nowhere O'Keefe Sanders. The opposition leader should put his name on a letter that says he has not seen anything that suggests that neither Jackden nor Dennis Gardner has done nothing wrong. After Dennis Gardner himself, and we have a witness, you know, he cannot deny, you know, because he told the chairman of the Public Accounts Committee that him pay back the tax that it would have cost him. So that is witness number one, is Julian Robinson. So my time, no, when Julian Robinson went on that interview and said he told me personally, that made Julian Robinson a witness. That made Julian Robinson a witness right there and then. And we have him say it in the public space. The comparison now, paying back the tax is corruption. Paying back the tax is an admission of guilt. Integrity. Paying back the tax, you admit. Restitution is what you make, when you're found guilty of something, When you have to make restitution, the judge can order you, say, listen to me. Rather than fine or send you to prison, I am going to sentence you to make restitution. So the money where you thief, you pay it back. The things where you mash up, you compensate the person for it. Restitution. That's what happened. That's an admittance of guilt. So how after Dennis Gard made restitution, the PNP can send out a letter that says they didn't see anything that suggests he did anything wrong. How is that possible? I am a layman. I don't have what the lawyer want go again? LLC. I don't have a law degree. I don't have a PhD. I don't have a doctorate. But I just on the surface could have come up with 2 laws.
So Chuck, you're not a Jewish doctor.
I am not a Jewish doctor.
No Jewish doctor around here.
No. But boy. I can look at the surface and can pick out 2 laws that were broken by Jack then and by extension its principal. LLD, all right, thank you, thank you. Right, then how is it that the PNP can put out a letter? Hold on, let me go again. Listen to me. Let me go again. Let me read another part of this letter. Remember, when we tell you, say Jamaica, that's a bullet, on September the 3rd, Remember me telling you, say, but I understand, okay, come on, normally as me hear up, okay, if impress about now coming up, but I run down this time. I run down this time. Invite him. We need answer from the comrades. So it says, and it's 2 times he put this line in there. 2 times. Nonetheless, the situation with Jack then has emerged in the public domain within the context of the many serious findings. So what happened at UE is serious finding. But Jack then do nothing wrong. Hello, Angel. Welcome, my dear. Serious findings of maladministration. But Jack then do nothing wrong. Want to not understand the attempt to divorce. Something wrong are you? Listen, there was a murder in the house. Me did in there. Me did head everything, but the murder was wrong. But my part of it, me not do nothing. Where have I seen that scenario before, Chavi? That's something that sounds familiar. In Chavi, where have I seen that? Where a murder was committed in the house. The murder was wrong. But the PNP man who did in the house had nothing wrong. Even after confessing.
A little bit of blood.
Little bit of blood. Even after confessing. You see, so it's a pattern with the PNP. It is a pattern that the laws of Jamaica means nothing to them. Finsac too. KSAC money scandal. St. Catherine municipality money scandal. It is a pattern with them where they have the laws of Jamaica. Can't regard them, don't believe that the laws apply to them. Them can't do anything. And
The building breach over 18 and a half Linda's Road. Yeah. You know, do nothing wrong. Just pay our money, man. We will look money. Pay our money and go back to normal. You know, do nothing wrong.
By the same gentleman. And let me, you see this building breach one. Here's why me hold and pan it differently. I remember at the contractor general. Why? Me believe that too, you know. Me believe that too, Cornerstone. Me believe that too. At the what them people up a road the name again? They receive a report that Andrew Holness property was breaching a building permit that it got. The IC, the Integrity Commission. Same one, thank you, Sheikah. May I get all in so if you get most of them something there. They receive a report on July the 24th. Somebody, they get a unanimous tip, an anonymous tip. Sorry, not anonymous tip, not unanimous, anonymous tip. That was happening. 1 day later, the director of investigation was done by the KSAC demanding every single document that has the name Holness written on it. And for the first time in them history, this happens in July. And by September, a report was ready for Parliament. This started in July. The anonymous tip on July the 24th. The investigation started on the 25th. And by September, and the table says Holness breach building, and even in the report itself, it says the Prime Minister's name no do nothing, but his name was a title of it. And look how long, about 6 months ago, the story broke. And the Integrity Commission can't find its way to complete this investigation. They have not even completed an investigation in the breach of the building code by Jack then, same one. Ladies and gentlemen, in this country, the PNP don't believe in the laws of the country. They don't believe it applies to them. Because the media don't hold them accountable, civil society don't hold them accountable. So when them violate the law, them are allowed to skirt it, jump over it, tap and skip over it. Again, Cornerstone, I agree with you. And no, it's not PNP them afraid of the media and civil society. Cornerstone. The Jamaica Labour Party, they're afraid of civil society and the media. Them don't like when civil society put out report about them. Our come out consider them concerned. Do you know who much report Jamaican for Justice put out about them concerned about things in the news? We concern. They were never concerned when Jack then break the building act by building a 4-story building without a permit. And them no concern now. Some of them now are send out statement through the back door. Or they're not making statement, them a tweet. So the tweet is not from the organization, but from somebody. But they're not putting out any statement. I tell you. But Cornerstone, the problem is this, You have somebody, one nice lady overseas where send their money come get caution and what the next fella name?
Cool.
No man, not cool. I never cool man. The fella will live in a park. Derval. Yes. Send money come give them for plan demonstration. Yes, send money come give caution and Derval for plan demonstration. So again, caution get himself mixed up with one another behind man. Why don't I then say bird of a feather, you know? So the one who did that play up in the inbox never enough. So then put him and then plan demonstration and then go there. The thing is that, and Cole to know, me say Cole only go for the free food. Cole only go, when everybody is down there trying to chant, Cole just eat and drink. Cole just go for the free food. Yeah, Cole just think it's a free food I go give and him turn up. Right? I believe the Jamaica Labour Party needs to be, not the party, not the government, the party needs to be active. We need to be on the ground. I tell you, and I am not a fan. I am not a fan of demonstration cornerstone because I believe say yeah, people will come hijack a legitimate protest for them own, for try to gain something, you know. I'm not a fan of organizing protests. I just believe that people will come and hijack it. But we have a new president of G2K. I have not heard G2K on this matter yet. You have a new president, newly minted president. I have not heard anything from them. I've heard Young Jamaica come out, right?
Good afternoon,
But
Brother Chuck.
here they say, when I know
You know, it was today that I'm saying that the Young Jamaica machinery that I'm seeing now, I'm extremely proud of them. They have been strident. They have been...
Yeah, man, they wake up.
Choke them a give headache. G2K president a give headache. You know, get it? Zar, play evidence for him.
People are now concerned. What is it that the new G2K president is going to come to offer? Because the previous G2K president was silent. And if you have two active JLP groups, such as Young Jamaica, that has been pressuring Mark Golding for the longest while, and then if you're going to have a G2K, which is a louder, more professional arm of the Jamaica Labour Party, then it's going to be trouble in the dance. So I have a lot of anxiety build up at regard to G2K because I've seen that they are not as attacking as Young Jamaica. But play the tape, hear what the tape I say.
You mean the headache, the one that is causing headache?
Headache.
Young twice. But who? There's a new female president. Who's that?
Yeah,
the
G2K.
JLP.
Yeah, man, the arm by the JLP, just like PNP.
They have a new female president. Congratulations to her. But the PNP now, you Tom, need to get in focus with her right away.
Yeah, you
any comment, anything they come with, they rebut it right away.
The youth arm and the professional arm, because the Patriots is the professional arm and the PNPYO is the youth arm. Same like with the G2K and Young Jamaica. Young Jamaica, youth arm, G2K is a professional part. Okay. So I am wondering, like, where are these people? It's like I actually want to run, go to them yard and knock them up and tell them, say, oh, you know now watch internet.
Yes. Get something to
now
do.
watch internet.
I don't know why.
If it's now to get rid of all of them people and put some good people. Put people like me and some other people who write and put out statement.
Yeah, man.
The silence is being annoying now.
Yes.
And it will put pressure upon Mark Golding. I'm going to want them to ease some of the pressure off of Mark Golding. Make Mark Golding can focus. Everything on want to put down on Mark Golding.
Yes.
When them stay silent, them are pressure Mark Golding. The Labour pressure Mark Golding. And you in the party stay silent. You pressure the man to bro. Open up in the mouth, man. When I open up in the mouth for the wrong things, when I talk for the wrong things. Now, what?
What we stand
for?
Suppose if TikTok weren't there.
Exactly. That's the whole point. You know, sometimes they sit down and me say, I want them to farm my own organization but deal with repulsive things like these. Because I'm on a faith right now in the YO and the Patriot. I tell you the honest truth. It's like once in a blue moon.
This is breaking news. Caution have no faith in the PNP. YO. What will they do?
But Chuck,
They make one post.
not in all.
So let me finish it up with that. Just a couple seconds I left.
Them go about them business. You have to be consistent. The young people know more about young Jamaican and PNPYO.
Yes, sir, you're correct.
Consistency is the key. So I don't know what go on.
Very important point, you know. And I'm going to ask a question. I am going to ask the question.
No,
Right? But Chuck, in this point in time, what could they say? The man catch when he had in a cookie jar. He had cut off in a cookie jar.
You see the problem with people like Caution and Ingram now.
Yeah.
Ingram and Caution can come out and blatantly lie. Young Jamaica as an organization cannot do that.
Exactly.
Not young PNP Patriots, the Patriots.
Yeah, they can't go down there.
Can't come out and lie. So they know that this situation is indefensible.
Yep. They have to just keep
So
quiet.
they now come out and put them reputation on the line.
They have to keep quiet, Chuck, and allow the and see if 9-day one that can take place, but there will be none.
There will be none. Well, I'm going to play the other part.
Yeah.
Me not ask it panel like I not gonna answer. I want to sit down and really like if them have a PNP YO meeting, I want to go there. No PNP Patriot meeting, I want to go there. Come on, ask some questions.
Yes.
What are you doing? Why is these so silent in our country?
Because the JLP youth come out and ask about and say how much they've overstepped down from State Bank and I call upon Mark Bowling, you know.
Right.
We need to hear the youth of the PNP. I don't know what is happening here.
No,
if they're going through some administrative process or whatever, I don't know. Maybe they're having elections, I don't know. And they're campaigning for, I don't know.
We can't get all heap of president, man. It me just feel like some people that are worse space, you understand, and not do the right thing. Yeah, me know.
I hope that's not the case. I hope that maybe they're having hope. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. But back to this Jaden, you know, Jack then. I'm very convinced that there's a gross misunderstanding of what is happening. They don't understand what is happening. And they are exploiting a situation.
They don't understand what is happening.
In Jamaica, you have two things, right? Not just Jamaica. You have tax avoidance and tax evasion.
Evasion.
Two of them are two different things. One is a lawful thing, and one is an illegal activity. Tax avoidance is when you try to write off your taxes, you do charity, you use legal channels to write down your taxes. While tax evasion is an illegal activity where you try to circumvent the paying taxes to the coffer using illegal means, such as where you do yourself. You use a tax exemption policy to breach government policy and tax laws to get your things in the island. That can't work.
I was on a platform recently and I gave the clearest indication of the two. And I tell them that, who remember back when courts used to give a 10 and 20 vehicle every year? Every year courts are give a vehicle. Remember them time there? Courts used to give a BMW.
Yeah.
Every month you win one BMW. That was tax avoidance.
Yep, right down.
J. Ross. Mr. Ross. Have you read the letter?
How you doing?
That was sent out by the PNP?
Yes, sir.
Gerard,
I saw it.
you saw it.
I saw it. I saw it.
What's your comment on that letter?
In terms of?
Yeah, what your comment on the letter? The letter that was sent to. Let me read a line from it and ask you your comment on it. Just want to hear what you think of this line from the letter. And we are going from the top. And this is from, well, it is worded on the president, but it says, based on facts made available to me, I have seen nothing to suggest that Jack then has broken any laws. Based on what you've seen, do you agree with that statement?
Based on facts presented to him?
Yes, to Mark Golding, because this letter is from Mark Golding. And it says, based on facts I've made available to me, I have seen nothing to suggest that Jack then has broken any laws.
Mm-hmm.
That's how the PNP put out.
So based on the information he got?
Yeah.
Based on the information he gotten, he haven't seen where he broken the law.
That's what he said.
I don't know what information he's gotten though, so I could not comment on that. I don't know the information he's gotten. However, I just want to add to the conversation in regards to how did this man get to evade the tax? How he gotten the tax exemption? Who gave him that tax exemption?
Oh, so who made the gun where you shoot the man?
No,
that's what you want to do.
Many flag live, do.
Oh, sorry. Who made the weapon that you use?
No, that's a different scenario, Chuck. Come on.
Yes, all right.
Chuck, hold on, Chuck.
We have to argue better than
hold on, Jerry. A man enters a bank, hold up the teller.
Come on, we are dealing one specific issue. Why can't you answer my direct question on this particular issue?
Hold on, man.
No, man. Answer my question on this particular issue.
Hold on. Give me a second. Let me answer the question. Let me answer the question direct. Hold on.
Weapons are stuff.
Let me answer the question where you asked direct.
No, Chop. He make him rest. I am going to.
No, man, I go answer him question directly. See, he want a direct answer. Man, he got it from somebody at the university hospital.
Hold on.
Yeah, but
hold on, Chuck.
He got it from somebody at the university hospital.
No, Chavi. More to use that scenario.
Too much people want to respond to the one question.
No, I responded to you.
Why?
So you asked how he got it, and I told you he got it from somebody at the university hospital.
No. Yeah, I'm getting to that, but we not pick it up same time and then another person
you said you wanted a direct answer, and I gave you a direct answer. He got it from somebody at the university hospital.
Okay. From somebody. Who is that somebody, Chuck?
A CEO who had left the job 2 years prior.
I see that has left the job 2 years ago.
And who signed on behalf of Jack?
The CEO that left the job 2 years ago.
No, he's on behalf of the CEO signed on behalf of the hospital, right? But who signed on behalf of Jack then?
Dennis Garden.
Who?
Dennis Garden. You don't know who names again.
Can I see the?
Oh, you want to see the document?
I know who is Dennis Garden.
No.
I want to see.
Hold on, wait. No. Hold on. Because you never want to see no document when you hear the CEO 2 years prior. But when Dennis Garden name call, you want to see the document. Here's a quick question. Here's a quick question to you. If you don't see the document, that means it's not real.
Listen, hold on.
No. Answer this simple question. If you don't see the document, you're saying that it's not real.
I am not saying such thing.
Okay.
don't put words in my mouth and how I should answer the question. You can answer how you want to answer the question. I'm just asking the question.
Chuck,
I am
can I
not defending. Listen, I am not here defending Dennis Gardner or defending.
It's so like you're defending this garden to me, sir. The two questions you asked, the two questions that you're asking to come up here, Jairus, is an attempt to excuse Dennis Gardner. You keep saying, where did he get it?
Exactly. We have
let me hear winner for Jairus. Give winner a chance. Give winner a chance. Go ahead.
No problem. A man walk in our bank, right? Hold up the teller and the customers rob the bank, and there's a man outside waiting in a car. Is the man who is waiting on the car complicit in the act carried out by the man in the bank? The two of them collude to carry out a process. Both of them are guilty. What the hell are they talking about?
I totally agree with that. I totally agree with it.
It's all kind of defense you're trying to come here. There's no defense for the case, my brother.
I am not. Have I launched on a defense on anything, sir?
No. The two questions you asked, Jairus. To me, Jairus, to travel
that is your
winner.
That is your opinion.
Hold on. Let me do. We have 130.
Did he watch Pico? Did he watch Pac?
Hold on, Jairus. Hold on. Let me ask this. We have 130 persons here listening. Jairus, hold on, Joshua. We have 130 persons here listening. Jairus came on and asked two questions. Now, everybody in the chat, do you think those questions was trying to deflect from Dennis Gardner based on how we phrase those questions? Remember, you never can tell we say you want the person, the you to be punished too, you know. You ask, when get the exempt form to use?
Did we reach there?
You asked that question.
Right, but did
and
we
then
reach?
You want to know when Chabi tell you say more say the documents and when sign because let me tell you something.
No, you guys didn't give me a chance. You guys didn't give me a chance. No.
He said we never give no chance. Give him a chance now.
Give him a chance to ventilate himself. Give him a chance.
Give me a chance to finish asking my question. All four of you wanted to answer my one question at the same time.
Jairus, I have not spoken yet, so you can't say all four of you. Since I've been here, it's the first I'm going
you
to
wasn't there, but one person left, sir. You need to understand.
The person that left never talked to you either.
That was me. But go ahead, my brethren. Me and mute my mic and give a chance eventually.
Yeah, your time now. First of all, I asked if you agree with the statement that was the line that was in the statement by the PNP about the evidence that was presented to them. I asked you what's your opinion on that line. Jay, are you wearing the floor, you know? All right. I think his internet
as usual.
I think his internet went out, you know. I assume as soon as the internet returned, he will come back. I did not remove him. Just for everybody know, I did not remove him.
No, man, Jairus will come back, man. No, Jairus will come back. Jairus, I'm a general, you know. I'm a general.
Winner, did you remove him?
I talk to him here and I talk to him over Classic. Only two live in Gopan. Here and over Classic. I only two live in Gopan.
All right, so I did not remove you, sir. Oh, he's back. I think this is
a good youth. Jairus, a good youth. Misguided, but good youth.
All right.
So
Jairus. Yeah, man, come back.
You need a PNP wife.
Yeah, I've been issue all the way in the hill.
Saying, based on everything that has been in the news for the past 4 months, when the statement is written that based on everything that I've seen,
let me just state how I feel. Let me just state how I feel about this situation. And Dennis Gardner is deserving to be punished for his action in this whole thing. I want to make that category. Some people in the comment, I don't want to respond to the comment, but some people start calling me PNP and eating shit and stuff like that.
Hold on. Jairus, no. Wait, Jairus, hold on, man. Just hold on for a second. And give me a chance. Beg you a chance. Guys, you see the view where I'm sharing now? It's not a brand new view. He has said it before. So the people them involved for go to jail, he not defend nobody, not defend them. Right? But for reasoning purpose, hear him out,
I'm
and we
not
just
getting
discuss the issue.
where I'm not getting the answer I'm looking for is on the other side. Everything direct to me is about Dennis Gordon, and I stated categorically clear that he needs to be punished.
All right. So what is
But
missing?
there must be someone on the US side. There's someone on the US side who is responsible, and I don't want it to just narrow down, because if
So
I
I know
am
who is responsible. Let me tell you who is responsible. No. Jairus, I'm gonna do you the favor of telling you who is responsible. The CEO, Fitzgerald Mitchell. That's the man responsible. And that is because you want me see if you it was my business and I put Chuck there for manager and run it as CEO or even general manager, and something is wrong, Chuck is the person I will hold it accountable. So I hope that answers your question.
Right.
J-Ross.
It doesn't. Because who the CEO answer to?
J-Ross.
The board.
No,
answer to the
No,
board.
man. And then
But
you
the
guys
board,
can
we-
make your determination.
The board, come on, we are going all the way. No, Jay. Joshua, just wait. Just wait. No, me and Jairus go away, man. Let's no, me and him no way, man. Go. Right, the CEO answer to the board.
The CEO answer to the board.
Who the board answer to?
We get
The ministry. The ministry.
Yeah, the board.
Tavi, stop praying the man. Next question, the man.
Because
CEO
they hear you already.
You reach too far.
I am going straight to who is what?
Because when you don't ask question, we are gonna end up a God. When you don't ask question, God, we are going
Chuck,
continue.
It's okay.
Chuck,
But
J-Ross.
you're telling me that Dr.
I am begging you on this one.
All right, go ahead, Joshua. You and J-Ross work it out.
Go on, Mr. J-Ross. Me and you.
Are you saying that okay, the ministry is not where it ultimate the box?
We don't get to the ministry yet, sir. You don't. No, you don't get
Hold
to
on,
the
we don't
ministry.
reach the ministry yet.
You skip over all the people.
Hold on, let me. All right.
That is where I reach. Put it that
J-Ross.
way. That is where I reach.
Beggar this one. Beggar this one, guys.
This is where you want to go. That is where you want to go.
Trav, beggar this one. Beggar this one.
I'm gonna give you a chance, Joshua.
Beggar this one, Trav.
I will listen you out, and if I agree with you, I will agree with you. But just listen me out.
All right.
But the box.
All right. Greetings, J-Ross.
I will give you a chance. I will mute my mic and I will let you speak.
J-Ross, greetings.
You understand? Because you cannot tell me that. Oh. All right. Go ahead.
Seem like he's not hearing me.
Go on, Joshua.
Chuck,
Go on.
Chuck, good night. How are you, sir?
Bless up, Joshua.
And greetings to the rest of your panel.
I'm hearing.
J-Ross,
everyone, I'm hearing.
All right. And greetings to those in the chat and everyone listening.
And greetings to enemies.
All right. So, J-Ross, to save time, I'm going to give you a little bit of information. Based on how the procurement guidelines are structured and the leadership hierarchy, the CEO is responsible for UE and UE alone. However, before it gets to the CEO, there's a committee that is responsible for procurement, right? That should vet everything before the CEO affix their signature to it. So anything that is going to be purchased, the committee comes together. Well, the person who's making the requisition from whichever department is going to say, because they have what is known as a matron in each department or a head nurse in each department, which is responsible for that particular ward. They would have known the needs of the ward in and of itself, right? And from the ward now, then that person reports to a manager who is responsible. Then that manager either write directly to the CEO or to the procurement team, right? But it's not just a team in and of itself. A person leads that team to say, hey, these are the things that we need. We are short on these things, whether it be medication, whether it be equipment, etc., right? Now, having done that, the procurement team would have looked at it to see whether or not it has any merit.
All right, so taps on the screen, please. Tap up the screen, turn it up.
right? They would have looked at it to see if it had any merit, and having looked at it, they would have done also their checks and balances, not necessarily investigations, but checks and balances. And if they think that this person is someone who normally have a good record of making fair requisitions, they would have normally done that. In this particular instance, and then afterwards it goes to the CEO who looked at what the committee says, right? And then sign off on that. In this particular instance, there was a leapfrog over the committee, over the ward, and over everybody, and goes directly to the CEO. I will come back to that later and tell you why. And go directly to the CEO, right? And the purpose of that was not to purchase anything for you, because had they gone directly through the processes, then the breach would have been spotted immediately. Now, the hospital in and of itself, even though they have a procurement committee, right, they have a limit that the hospital can purchase without it first going to what is known as the regional authority, so it don't reach the ministry yet, right? Having gone through it and examined it, depending on how much the amount is, right, it can go beyond the CEO and then go to the regional authority.
Hold on, Joshua. Please remember the board, and the board does has a financial controls committee, as confirmed by Mr.
Thank you, sir.
Chairman of the board.
Thank you. So before it goes to the regional, there is a board. Sorry. Thank you very much, Trav. Right? There is a board, and after the board do what they're supposed to do, their due diligence. If it's a case where they can't manage this thing because it's too large of a purchase, then they're forced to go to regional. If they can, then they do it in-house. It does not leave the hospital, which means that the minister is totally unaware as to what is happening, and the region is also totally unaware of what is happening, because they give them a certain amount of flexibility to avoid red tape. Right? And to ensure...
Joshua, take a pause for me then now.
Right.
Mr. Ross.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand Joshua's argument?
So when was this exempt was given?
I don't know when.
Is it this year or last year or 2023?
No, it was before that.
Oh, no, man, this has been in place for a long while, sir. This
is a particular amount of
Not the system, Joshua. Not the system, Joshua. The exemption that was given to Jack then. He's asking when was it given?
Well, what I know. All right.
For the 12 dialysis machine.
All right. So what I know, J. Ross, I don't know when the exemption was given, but what I know of a fact.
Okay. All right. Forget about that then. Let me just move on then. So
hold on, J. Ross.
What you're telling me that. Okay.
Hold on, my friend.
All these boards.
Let's hear him. Hold on, Joshua. Let's hear him.
I waited.
No, I was still responding to his question.
And I waited. You said you don't know, so I move away from that.
No, I wasn't finished with responding to your question.
But Chuck brought me back. So, okay, let me finish.
No, I asked you the question if you understand what Joshua was saying. Do you understand the clear?
That is why you notice that I did not ask this question before.
But Jairus, hold on, Joshua. Joshua, move for a second, Joshua. But Jairus, here's my problem with your reasoning now. You say you want to end up you say your ultimate goal is that the ministry is to be blamed for this. But when Joshua lay out a clear path to say this is the steps that should have been taken even before you reach the ministry. You know what you say? You change your mind now to when then they do this thing again.
Yes, because I'm getting.
You realize that, but that is you're moving the goalposts.
And hear this, Chuck.
Look, you want
ministerial. Hold on, Jairus, hold on. Ministerial approval is not needed. Hold on, Jairus. Just hear me for a second, because I hope this helps you. Ministerial approval is not needed because the hospital did not make a purchase. They weren't buying anything. What was being used is the tax exemption status of the hospital to clear the items from the wharf. That's what it is, and ministry don't need to be involved in that. Otherwise, they would not give them the clearance to do that when they need to. They have the hospital has the right to its tax exemption, and the hospital does imports, right? And they gave them the tax exemption certificate so that they can present it when needed and don't have to run it up the line every time. Common sense
So
things
what are you
this.
saying? So the hospital act on behalf of powers they have. So they act on giving Jack then the exemption.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what you're saying, Travis? Okay.
That's
so
what I said.
why is Dennis in front?
Ross.
So if they have
Let's hear your next question. Let's hear your next question.
Right, but I want to
Hold on, Joshua, please.
They have-
Joshua, please let him finish so we can respond to him. Please.
If
But
they
I
have
wanted to respond to
the
that specific
authority-
question that he asked, Travis. The specific question that you just answered to, I wanted to respond to that one in particular.
All right,
All right, go ahead.
Respond just before you
Let's hear the Joshua part.
Right. So the hospital status that it has, JROS, is designed solely for the hospital and nobody else. Right?
Joshua,
It
this is
is
where I
not
want you
for-
to wait. Joshua, this is where I want you to wait. Make him man go on that trap, then we give him this information. That's what me and you know, Joshua. Come in, know what you say you're going on. Make him man go along in there. Make him go and lead him in. I funnel him when we want him to go.
All right. Go on.
Me tell you
Go
about
on,
that technique you already know, Joshua. Joshua, you shouldn't pass this, you know, because me tell you about that technique you already know. Make the man go on the track, I'm going to go right where I want him to go. Right? Because the tax exemption is designed for the hospital imports, not private companies.
Jerash.
Okay, so how
Jerash,
did
but
this
what we
man
just there
get-
talking, more you actually understand what we are trying to tell you, you know.
It is from both sides. It is from both. It is from Yui and it is from
Yes,
I don't
we
know
agree.
why.
Yes, that is where we agree.
But where I can't get to understand is that why are we labeling this as then corruption and not both from both sides?
Let me tell you.
Why we don't label
Let me tell
it
you.
as Yui corruption?
Let me tell you, because you want labors. Please note that Mr. Fitzgerald
I don't want
Mitchell.
label, I'm asking questions. Why
Can you?
like
And
that?
I'm answering. I am answering you. Mr. Fitzgerald Mitchell is now on leave, administrative leave, because of this process. Him no free and off the hook and the run you do him want to see him way. He was taken out of rotation because we know he has a part to play in this. And he has some blame to get to be laid against him. And while he is in his position and can't go nowhere, can't move, can't escape, we are now dealing with Jack 10 group of company. You asked a question a while ago that barely come true because so many people were talking. Then how he come down under Jack 10 name. And I want to tell you, that is the part, that is the crime. That you asked how them. I said, hold on, calm down, let me go over it again. When I stated that the tax exemption is for the hospital imports, yeah, then how them Jack down something come and die. I mean, I tell you, so that is the crime. That is the crime that you just identified. How you asked about, that's the crime.
Yeah, we all know that's the crime, brother. We all know. But my simple question is, he has to get it from the other side. He has to get the exemption from the other
Christ,
side.
No, if I can,
just
Chuck, if I can.
identify that it is done by this gentleman Fitzgerald. Yes, but
So hold on. Me go say this to you again, JRAS, before HR get a chance. JRAS, there are two instances where Jack then used the tax exemption that is in question right now. And in the PAC meeting, they stated that one of the signature is the past CEO and the other is that of Mr. Fitzgerald Mitchell. All right?
So when was
you
the
asked
past
him-
CEO left?
Oh my God. He left the job 2 years prior to the signature being printed on this
Okay.
document.
You don't have to say, oh, I'm asking for information. I'm here for information also, brother.
All right, no problem, sir. No problem.
Okay, so it
So
was the
again,
same-
Yes,
so again, the
two different
past
signatures then.
CEO,
Good.
it is
Good
2 years
night.
after him left the
Right,
job, him signature appear and,
You know
and that
what
document.
what I would really want to know? What is the relationship between the two CEO and Jack Den or Dennis Gordon? I would like to know
Let me answer
the
that.
relationship between both persons.
Let me
Relationship
respond
is
to that.
dinero. The relationship in some parts of the world is called dinero.
It's a little more than that, Travi. It's a little more than that. And if you notice earlier when I was talking, I called, I mentioned the CEO and I said I'll get back to that. You remember I had said that earlier? There was a
I
very
remember that.
specific reason. There's a very specific reason because Dennis Gordon and Dennis Mitchell are two best friends. So yes,
When he left, he passed on the information to Fitzgerald then.
No, Fitzgerald is still Dennis Mitchell. It's Fitzgerald Dennis Mitchell. That's his name.
Oh, okay. No, man, I was referring to the previous CEO.
No, I don't know the previous person that well. I only passed it, but I don't know
His
him.
signature is on one of the documents according to what I get to
Right.
understand.
No, it is alleged because we don't know if it was forged.
Okay.
We don't know if it was forged.
Sean, good night.
Okay.
It's I see they're trying to shift the blame. They're asking why Jack then? Why are we focusing on Jack then? No, if you have to understand the local environment. Now, when an entity, when a company or let me say a public body is given a tax exemption status in law, that tax exemption status is not transferable. It is for your use only. Joshua, your background is noisy. Right, so when you get your tax exemption status, that is for your use only. You can't transfer it to another entity. So the reason why we are focusing on Jack Den, J-Ross, is because Jack Den defrauded the state out of millions in revenue. And I'm not going to say Dennis Gordon was a counselor. Jack Den is not a new company. And to add insult to injury, he said he has been doing this for 20 years. So I'm waiting on the investigation to see how far this scenario goes. Yeah,
I heard that part, but I don't think he said he has been doing it. I think he said this has been going on.
No, wait now. That is what we
Here
are
you go again,
focusing.
J-Ross, defending Dennis Gordon.
No, but Chuck, come on, man.
That's what they're trying to do, Chuck.
Because of the other side, where you keep saying I'm defending, man.
Finish up.
You guys are trying to defend the indefensible, J-Ross. That's a problem, and we are trying to explain to you that a private entity that wasn't granted a tax exemption status in law defrauded the state of millions in revenue. How can you not have a problem with that? How can that not be problematic?
Oh my God,
How
he
can
just
that not
came.
be
So
corruption?
tell him my stance on it.
He said if he got
Tell
prison.
him my stance on it.
He said if he got
So
prison.
if I'm asking a question now,
J-Ross, what is your issue?
I am trying to find out how he got it, brother, and why he get it. And that's simple what I'm saying. No? Somebody else need to get the blame because he is on this side.
J-Ross, hold on. Please, I just want to say this to you.
No.
It seemed kind of hold on, HR. The conversation kind of seemed problematic, and I want to tell you why, J-Ross. You see, after the fact, where you stated that them to go to prison, then you're now asking questions. And that come off disingenuous and ultra defensive on the part of the people. J-Ross, if you can come to the conclusion.
In the wrong, they should go. But remember, there's still an investigation going on, right?
How can you ask if they're in the wrong when the man paid approximately $10.3 million? Mr. Ross, no, Mr. Ross, hold on, man. Hold on, no, Mr. Ross, hold on. The man admit in the article interview yesterday that the hospital imported 12 dialysis machines on his behalf or his company's behalf. He said it. Right. That admission in and of itself is a crime. We don't need to go around no more.
and he should be charged for it.
Chuck, I want you to read the little fine print of the consequences of such action that I sent you.
Travis, just before you read, I want to make a request when you're done. I'm still not done.
So it says, where am I? Oh, breach of customer. Penalties. Penalties for evasion can include fines of up to 3 times the value of the goods, forfeiture of the goods, and potential jail time. That is the penalty for what happened.
The penalty to what he admitted to.
What he
Again,
admitted.
I'm going to repeat it to you again. He stated in the interview that the hospital imported 12 dialysis machines on his company's behalf. That's not my word, that's him. He also stated that he paid approximately $10.3 million of the funds that was evaded. You can't want better than that, brother.
Of guilt.
You can't want better than
And
that.
Jairus, we are full.
No,
Listen,
sir.
Dennis Garden is low because guess what? Dennis Garden is a lawmaker. He sits in the parliament and he presides over laws that you and I have to obey.
Yes,
He
sir,
sits
but,
in the parliament and presides over laws that you and I have to obey.
And we are not discussing this guy now because he's on leave. So when he come back, then he will be discussed or what? Fitzgerald. Then we can.
There's no discussion. No, there's no discussion to where he's concerned. If the investigation find out that, we have to charge you, charges will be laid. What kind of discussion? Any discussion I must in court in front of the magistrate.
Okay, good. Agree, Travi, agree. So what's next now? What is the next topic? Because we all agree now that they should be charged.
No, we're not.
That is just one charge. There are other things to look into, like the possible forgery of the previous CEO's signature.
That's what I'm saying.
We are talking about conspiracy to defraud. We are talking about conspiracy to defraud the state of millions. A whole heap of charge did them, Papa. Whole heap, not just when admit to, but whole heap of charge did it. So the investigation has to go on, establish the facts, put together the case file, send it to the DPP. The DPP, they're on a 2-0 run right now. The DPP are lead 2-0 right now. You know what, go before Mr. Claudette.
That he signed on behalf of the previous CEO and the EU side?
Somebody signed. Who? I'm not saying that somebody signed. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Possibly the previous CEO has going to come back and find himself in a jail too.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. It's possible that the previous CEO will find himself in a jail too.
Okay, seems like we are doing the what if now. What if the CEO got the permission to do so from higher up?
It would have been established in the PAC meeting. No, Chuck, don't laugh. That would have been established in the PAC meeting because that's the purpose of the PAC meeting.
Don't laugh because it might affect the side that the support. Chuck.
Don't
do that, man.
No, let me tell you why I laugh. I laugh because, Jairus, you are trying to find every route to try to lead to say the ministry and by extension the minister do something wrong. That is where
it doesn't have to reach.
Go.
But Chuck, this has nothing to do with the minister. It has nothing to do with the minister.
What if it reaches there, based on the investigation? What if in the future it reaches there? What would you
How
come
is
back
gonna
and say
reach
to me?
there? So no,
because there's an investigation and people have to speak. In an investigation, people have to speak. So you cannot say because me and you don't have that information.
But Gerard, if you're watching the PSC proceedings, if you were watching the PSC proceedings, you'd have known. You would have asked that question, because it was outlined
No.
in
Don't tell me
the
that.
PSP.
Don't.
Just a moment, sir.
Did
Wait
you-
now.
Investigation,
If
everything.
Did you watch everything?
Wanna calm down,
Everything-
guys. Calm down.
If
Because I
you
want
watch
to
the
respond.
PSP proceedings,
Jairus,
if you
you
watch,
have to listen.
No.
You have to listen.
if
Let-
you
let-
watch,
let-
if you
tell
watch
you
the
everything.
PSP proceedings, sir.
Let HR
If you
finish
wa-
the man.
If you watch the PSP proceedings, you would have realized, you would have found out that the corruption, the act took place in the four walls of the hospital. It escalated no further. It escalated no further. So that is why we are telling
even
you.
the regional authority know about it.
Guru, in fact, when the minister here, the minister deploy people and launch an investigation of his own. What is
Okay,
this? What,
sir.
I don't get the questions he's asking. Joshua, you're up because you want to go back to something there.
Joshua, you're mute. All right, we're not here, Joshua. But J-Ras and everybody is the sole purpose is to try to find a link to the ministry. Okay? But again, I keep
there's
giving
none.
this scenario.
You know why?
There's none to be found.
You know
There's
why,
none.
Chuck?
Why?
You know,
Why
Chuck.
are you desperate to find a link to the ministry? Ras?
Yeah, Chuck, you know why? You know why? It's not about trying to find a link, but even a simple financial report or financial audit report supposed to reach the minister desk about all this. I'm not saying that he's fully aware of it, but a simple is an organization.
Can I respond to that real quick? Can I respond to that? Can I respond to that real quick?
Yes, you will get a
No
chance.
money came out of the UE hospital. They don't need no financial report. No money came out of the UE hospital. Again, Jairus, the crime is this. Using the tax exemption of the hospital to clear the goods on behalf of the private company. There's no financial handlings from the UE hospital. What is wrong with you? You keep asking questions that just don't make no sense.
But Travis, to go further, the university, the kind of reporting relationship that other public hospitals have with the ministry and the regional health authority doesn't exist with the university hospital. It doesn't, and that is why I said, J. Ross, if you had watched the PSC proceedings, you wouldn't be asking these asinine questions.
All right. But my question to J-Ras, did you watch the PSC meeting?
No, I see clippings of it.
See, J-Ras, that is the problem. You have to sit and watch these things.
So maybe that's why I'm asking the question for you guys to provide information who watch it then, right?
But J-Ras, your question.
Why getting defensive then?
Your question seems to be trying to defend Dennis Garden and to find a link to the ministry.
You still gone back to that. When I make it clear that he's supposed to be charged, and you're still going back to
even though you say that, you're still trying to deflect from him.
Okay, so my final is that they're supposed to be charged. Leave it there. I will leave it there. For now.
And they will.
Huh? Yeah, definitely. We are waiting for that.
This one now go sweep under the rug. But Jairus, I gave this scenario all the while, and I'm gonna give it again so you can get it. I said it's evident that I spent years working at the Gleaner Company. Oliver Clark was the chairman and managing director. They have an advertising manager, circulation manager, production manager, and a chief editor. Now, if somebody is not happy with them ad, who do they call, Jairus? The advertising manager.
Well, the chief.
They now call Oliver Clark.
Advertising
If they're not happy with them ad, them call the advertising manager. If somebody thinks that them paper too dirty, them will call the production manager. If somebody name spell wrong or they don't see one article, them will call the editor.
Editor.
Yes. Now, if there's a mistake in the paper, do you call for Oliver Clark to resign? Huh?
No. not
When
necessarily
when,
call for him to resign.
when a policeman is caught doing wrongdoings, do we call for the Minister of National Security to resign?
No, but you see, these examples are a little bit flawed to me, Chuck. Based on what
No,
you are
no,
discussing,
they're
to
not
be
flawed.
honest.
It's about the chain of command. And you
Yeah,
have to
but
know
I
that in
mean,
these organizations,
so when would you
Is-
hold the head accountable?
which head?
Can I say?
Ultimately,
All right. What I think J-Rock doesn't understand is that you will have a status, and for each transaction, for each thing that you will brings in the island, it doesn't have to go to the ministry. You will have a status. They are exempted because they are a university, and the university partly operate a hospital with the government. So they have a status. So whatever you is importing for the university and for the hospital, they don't have to go to the ministry, right? They just send something to the commerce ministry, and it doesn't go through the minister. Doesn't go to the commerce minister, right? So I hear you and I hear other people asking for the ministers. This is not at the minister's level. This is just a fraud. Somebody do an invoice, other stuff from overseas in US name because they have a status, right? They didn't apply for an
876
exemption.
farmer, 876 farmer, please. I'm so sorry to have to interrupt you. But I want to ask Jairus one question and then speak to something near to what you said. Jairus, did you read the article with regards to Mr. Dennis in yesterday's Observer?
I think that's a no.
hello?
No, we don't want to think it's a no more. Hear him answer. Did you read the article that was in yesterday's Observer with regards
No,
to
I
this,
haven't
this
gone
whole
through that
transaction? All right, you didn't read
I
it.
haven't
Good.
gone
So
through
let me come back to
article. I saw,
you have not. You have not. You have not read it. Cool. Let me go back to 876 who was on the floor. 876. The man attempted him to import the goods under his own name, his company name. He stated in the article that when they were trying to clear the items, he found out he needed a permit to clear said items. Jamaica Custom instructed him to inquire of the ministry. You know what he did? In the article, he confirmed this, that he contacted the UWI hospital and not the ministry. And that's how the items were cleared. So back to you now, 876.
okay.
Yeah, man.
No, sorry. Let me just ask a question regarding what you just said, Chavi. So he went to clear the items, and they told him he cannot clear it. He has to speak with the ministry. That means he should go to Ministry of Health, right? Chavi, okay.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Right. And he went to the hospital instead.
Yes.
So this is very big thing then, because now customs has to answer why they cleared under a signature that is not coming out of the ministry.
Okay. So
right.
the tax exemption
understand what I'm
certificate.
saying?
Hold on. The tax exemption certificate. That's what they presented, right? And put the item, change the arm as it's normal, right? I think they can't even do it online, where you change the name and the invoice from Jack Den to UWI Hospital, who clearly already have permit and tax exemption, and that's how the items were administered to them.
J-Rock, what happened in
You didn't know that this, J-Ross? You didn't know that this is possible, J-Ross? This is foreign to you?
J-Rock, the between Ministry of Health and Ministry of Commerce does give, once you are importing a machine into the island, and it will be of public benefit. So for instance, I am a farmer, I am bringing in a tractor. I can go to Ministry of Agriculture through my RADA representative and Ministry of Agriculture and Ministry of Commerce, and they grant me an exemption. However, they'll probably grant me a 15 to 20% reduction. However, if I want a zero reduction, you know what I do? Commit a fraud with RADA, because RADA have a tax exemption. And that's what happened in this instance. If he had gone to the Ministry of Health, which he was instructed, probably he would have gotten a concession at 20% or 15%.
Okay.
But no, probably he wanted a 0%, or the company wanted a 0%, which is total
Totally
exception.
understand.
Right? So that is why they go to
Got it.
somebody who has it, which is you.
And therein lies the fraud, Father, because
I'm really looking for the outcome.
Jackden as a private company benefited from a status that it had no right to, and in so doing, defrauded the Jamaican state of millions in revenue. That is corruption, fraud.
And the thing is,
I totally understand, sir, and I am waiting for. Go ahead.
And let me just say this, that I am certain that they have imported items before and knew the procedure, right? They knew exactly what they were doing. They knew what they wanted to achieve, and they knew the correct way of doing it.
Said Mr. in 876, me have to interrupt you again. Because the Jamaica Gleaner reported that it has possession of a receipt for furniture importation by the University Hospital, but they are being delivered to 18.5 Linders Road. Yes, Jackden address. And then the Auditor General make it known to the public that they have information of this SEDAC and will be looking into the matter. Right?
So it is something that has been going on then.
So himself it's been the convention for 20 years. That's what he said in the article yesterday. And then he goes on to say, having realized that he made a mistake, or the company made a mistake, he go and go pay the money. So which one is it? Convention or mistake?
How long has this company established?
About 20 years ago.
I didn't hear you.
I'm hearing question. Hold on, I'm not hearing question. What was the question?
So he has been doing this since inception.
No, the medical facility is brand new. It's a new business that.
There was a cleaning company before that. Right? So no.
But he provides service to the university hospital.
Yes.
He provides any kind of service.
Yes, I think he provides janitorial service to the UE. He has 19 government contract about. I think one of them is with the UE. So yes, he has contacts with UE. He has friends with UE. And again, Jairus, you think we're piling on Jackden alone, but it's because the principal of Jackden is a lawmaker.
No, I understand that. I understand. I understand. But we should also deal with the other three companies also.
Yes, but only one of the investigation has been completed so far, and is the one in Jackden. The other three is going.
The investigation not completed. No, the investigation is not completed. Hold on, Chuck. What we have is an admission of guilt in two different instances. One being the paying of the money, and one in the article where he stated that they imported 12 dialysis machines on his company's behalf. That's an admission of guilt, because that in and of itself is a crime. UE Hospital not in an import business, or should they be using their tax exemption to import goods for private companies? That's the crime right there. And he has admitted to that.
Let's see what Mocha comes up with. Well, because I'm sure they will be fair and balanced.
You see, that's so like some cynicism in your voice, right? That's when you say that.
But you see, man, stop it, man. Come on, Chuck. Don't try to degrade.
I'm not worried that
oh boy.
That's so like
But Jairus, if the comment is not genuine, the man gonna say it's not genuine and it are not sound genuine. I'm gonna say it because it does not sound genuine. And my part, it doesn't sound genuine. No, and here's why. We had this conversation before, but yet here we are again.
No, no. I have your views on it. I didn't have Chuck views or HR views or 876.
Jairus, let me go back to my original question to you now.
Jairus, I didn't give you my views. I presented the facts. These aren't my thoughts on the issue.
I don't care about what they write. I care about the issue at hand. I don't care about what they write. They can write anything. They can write
here's why I have to care about.
They can write
here's why I
have
have to care.
Chuck, wait, Chuck. Let me get this clear before you go on to your article. Jairus, I did not presented my views because my views would be my personal thoughts on it. I presented you with facts as printed in black and white.
Kami. Jairus, here's why you have to care about what they write. You see what them write about these things is what go in public records. So when them write, say, Jack then no do nothing wrong, that is what is gonna be reflected in public record. Okay, so what them write is important. So the question now, based on what me and you learn, because this thing has been in the news for months, when the leadership of the PNP are going to write, say, not come to we reprove, even though the admission of guilt by repaying the $10.1 million happened before this letter. Do you know, you understand the criminality that is going on here when them can say we don't see nothing with them do nothing wrong?
I understand what you're saying, Chuck, but I don't know the information he gotten, even though the man plead guilty basically. I don't know what other information he has.
Do you believe that Julian Robinson speaks? Do you believe that Julian Robinson speaks with the opposition leader?
They have to talk. Of course.
Do you believe that Julian Robinson would have briefed the opposition leader on what happened at the PAC meeting?
I'm not sure about that. I don't know how their organization run in terms of who briefed who.
But you see, here's the problem with you now. Here's the problem with you now, Jairus. You see, on the government side, you want to go all the way to the top. But in the PNP, you notice you don't want to go all the way to the top.
I'm not talking about the top. No, but we are dealing with if the top should take action. Yeah. No, we are not dealing. He's not in the corruption. His name is not in this particular subject.
You are saying to me that you don't know,
and I am saying to.
I am 100%.
But that is why I'm saying I don't know if. I'm sure, okay, but I cannot say that, Chuck. Maybe you have other information. Maybe you have information on that. I don't. That is why I said I don't know.
Mark Golden know more about this than me and you.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But I cannot categorically speak about that he knows. I don't know. I don't know if Mr. Tufton knows about what is going on but not saying anything. I don't know. I just don't know. I'm just speculating.
All right. Earlier you said.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Earlier. Yeah, try. Go on, Farmer.
Earlier said there are 4 companies, and on the Jack then. I mean, to be honest, I care zero what amount of money went missing by each company. What concerns the most is that there's an elected member who very few persons in Jamaica in our population take an oath and pledge that they'll act in fairness and abide all laws without fear or favor. And he's one of them. So regardless if it's even 1 cent, you know why we have laws? Because we expect the average man to break them and the average man to go around corner and cut corners and all of that. But when that is why we put we make them swear or affirm. Right? So when them break the law and all of these things, it must be alarming. You know how much people vote for that person?
Yes, I care about that, but I also care about the other 4 companies because this is our money. Regardless if you are a lawmaker or not, it's our money and it shouldn't be. I mean, I understand what you are saying because of your personal preference also, but this is our money. So regardless of who,
You know, I swear
they
me
should
respond to
face
this.
the consequence.
I swear me respond to this part already. And we should have been past this because all of us care about the money and that all companies and all parties involved should be held accountable.
No,
Hold on, bro, hold on. May I respond to you on what you said? And I'm saying we all care about the rest of companies and whoever is involved, and that justice can be served to us, the Jamaican people. But I have stated already that we are at this juncture in the conversation simply because of what information we have. And those information include an admission of guilt on 2 instances. Those are the facts we have already established. We don't have the facts when it's a company, then how can we discuss it?
I am not responding to that. I'm responding to what 876 said.
We can't discuss the other 3 companies because we don't have the facts of their situation. That's the point.
But for me,
But it was presented in the report, Chabi?
No, sir. No,
Okay,
sir.
right.
We don't get the detailed facts of
We
what
will-
the issue is
okay,
with
we
them.
will wait.
What? Listen,
We
why
will
not the
wait.
report?
We will wait.
Dialysis
We will
machine,
wait
12 of
then.
them. We investigate
All right.
and find out that is Jack then. The owner and leader of the company come out and admit to the crime. Those are the facts that is established and we can discuss.
He should face the consequence.
and I just want to point out that Jackman is a group of companies, and a lot of people saying that the company use it for medical something. They resell them. That's what they do. They sell medical equipment and supplies.
I was gonna get back to that because I understand that you will buy back some items that maybe 3-4 times the cost that they brought it in for 1 or 2 of these companies. Something like that in the report.
Yes, something like that is in the report.
Okay.
Yes, but we don't have the details for that. So what we are going to talk about?
I'm just,
if we don't have the details.
Travis, why you so arrogant, man? I'm just asking the question.
Being arrogant,
brother.
I'm saying we don't have to be all over the place.
As you just want to focus on one.
Yes, and you want to take off the focus of that one.
Okay. No, I'm not doing that. I am not. I come to a conclusion already. What else do you guys want me to do then? I'll say. I can sit and listen to any. Joshua is there, probably want to say something else. HR is down there, probably want to say something else. I will learn, bro. Come on.
It's the problem.
I already said.
The problem we have is that even though you come here today and we try our best to explain the issues to you, the problem, the intricacies of it, I am sure tomorrow you're gonna be on another platform asking the very same questions that you were just asking.
No. Maybe only classic. And if I turn on my TikTok and I see classic and they're discussing something that's interesting, then I will join. If not,
Chuck, we had this discussion over classic, and J-Ross was there. We had this discussion over classic, and J-Ross was there.
Yes,
J-Ross was a part of the conversation.
How much? Okay, the other 5 gentlemen was over by classic. The other
I responded in that way with regards to Chuck's. Well, I responded with that with regards to what Chuck just said. That maybe tomorrow you're gonna ask the same question. So me I said, Chuck, he asked a lot of these questions already. That's what that was.
You will never hear me. You see, no, you will never. I'm just gonna wait until the investigation complete right now to see what is what. I want to see where
what should happen to the government? What should happen to the contracts with the government public hospitals? I don't understand. I don't understand. Which? Oh, you mean Jack Dent's contracts? You mean Jack Dent's contract with the government? Well, to me, we know. To me,
If he found guilty, it should be terminated.
There you go. There you go. They all should be investigated and terminated. The man has shown.
Yeah,
But
once he found
Gerard, do you realize that this is not the first time that Dennis Garden has proven to have scant regard for our nation's law?
Yeah, regarding the permit for the building, I remember that clearly.
Yes. So you realize it's a pattern with this man?
Yeah, it's a trend, yeah.
So what? Let me ask you: was there any consequences to him when the building breach was discovered?
Didn't they remove the board?
No,
he was removed. I'm not sure.
No, he was not removed from anything. He sits on the same committee in the KSAC.
Yeah,
he sits on the same committee in the KSAC.
Okay. Well,
the only thing that he moved was because he's not a member of parliament. He's a member of parliament now, so he wouldn't be there anymore.
Committee.
No, he's a member of parliament now, so he wouldn't be sitting on that committee anymore.
No, I understand that.
I
hear
so
you,
there was
Chuck,
no,
but I'm saying
there was
now it's
no
up to
consequence to him. This man has been operating above the law.
I don't know why.
Let me ask you this now. Do you remember?
Okay, so now we catch up on him. So let's see what happened.
Do you remember when the report about Andrew Holness construction breach was tabled by the Integrity Commission?
Yes, sir.
Do you remember the timeline of that investigation?
Oh my God!
It took about July, August, September.
Right. Put it this way, Chuck. To be honest, right now I am vacation. That is why I really have so much time on TikTok. I will chip in now and then, but I'm not on vacation for the last month and a half or so. That is why I see.
Month and a half.
I would not.
You can't have a month and a half vacation.
He's a seaman. He's a seaman. He's a seaman. Put it like that.
I don't work in the country.
Is that you'll accept that term, Jairus, that you're a seaman? Right, he's a seaman. Let it stay at that.
All right. I will leave it at that.
Yeah, man.
But Jairus,
all right, cool.
Jairus, in 2024,
yeah,
July the 24th to be exact, somebody placed an anonymous call to the Integrity Commission saying that Andrew Holness is breaching that permit.
Your people in your chat there.
Right. Well, guys,
Chat to be able to sell. Don't lick Jairus. Don't ball out. Stop
careful,
it.
Brother.
Stop it, man.
Be careful. Be careful.
But you may say now,
be
Jairus,
careful,
in
man. I don't come here
2024, the Integrity Commission, the Integrity, no, you don't have to disrespect nobody, man. Hey, Jairus, you have to have this, suppose this is some things that people call me. You have to have thick skin when you're there in the game, man.
Yeah, but
yeah, man,
listen, ease up. Listen, don't lick him. Don't lick him, people, please. We don't want to not lick him.
I'm just, listen, man, them things they not affect me, man. Don't worry about it.
All right, cool. So, yes, so in 2024, July, here comes Brother Ingram. Brother Ingram, where are they? So in 2024 now, somebody anonymously contact the Integrity Commission saying that Andrew Holness company a breach one permit. That remote was placed on the 24th of July, and by the 25th of July, which is 24 hours later, the director of investigation at the Integrity Commission was done by the KSAC, confiscating all documents with the Holness name on it. 3 months after that, they could have tabled a report in the parliament that both blame and exonerate Andrew Holness at the same time. And strict term, they both blame him because they named the report after him. But in the report, he said none. In the report itself, said nothing to do with it. So they both blame and exonerate him in the same report.
Blame him for what? Permit?
Headline fishing, headline farming rather.
Yes.
Headline farming, because the headline was
farming.
company that is attached to the Prime Minister, is connected to the Prime Minister, breach building permits. Headline farming.
Headline farming. That was the title of the report. But said report
that was the situation though? That was the situation?
That was not the situation. It had nothing to do. No, standard procedure was announced that listen, sometimes they make some changes and then just apply and get it updated. That is standard in building. Right?
Hold on, let me give it to him in detail. They claimed that they got a report.
Wait. Hold on. Hold on, Trevor, with respect. Chuck, no. With respect, Chuck brought up a topic that he's explaining to me. It's not about it's about him now. It's telling me something. So just let him finish, and then you can add your 2 cents. I'm confused.
No, Chuck,
what you are saying and Chuck is saying at the same time.
No, make sure to give you the details. What I want you to find more. You see, when we tell you about the different rules that apply to different people, I want you to see this one. Give him the details of it, Chavi. Chavi will be back in a second. But here's the problem, Jairus. Now, they got a report that a company that was tied to the Prime Minister was doing, and within 24 hours, they commenced an investigation. Found out in that report that the Prime Minister had nothing to do with it. There was absolutely no breach. But a report was sent to Parliament less than 3 months after. Headline, company tied to the Prime Minister, breach building permit. Now the question to that now
how it works? How it works? Doesn't these the KSMC they don't go and check on sites once they approve it?
Yes, they do. Yes. Now again, the KSMC did not report a breach. The Integrity Commission did.
How would the Integrity Commission get involved in that without the KANC?
Again, an anonymous tip.
Okay.
Now again, the Jack 10 building breach has been out for over a year. Has there been a report from the Integrity Commission on this matter?
I don't know. I don't know.
No, the answer is no.
Okay.
No. But yet when them hear the Prime Minister name, it took them 3 months to do a report.
We should have a public outcry and answer that report, man.
You see, me said that to you, because the circle where you're moving, and me said the circle where you're moving because you're more frequent in the PNP lives than our own. Right? And that is right. The circle you're moving.
You know, say nothing about that.
Really?
You know, say nothing about like that. No, come on. You not see me over your life all the while passing through.
Yeah, over my life. But me believe that you're frequent the PNP the life more than how you frequent our one.
I go on once I don't hitch on any live, brother. I will pass through, I will scroll, come back. If it is still there, I will stop a little and listen what is being discussed. And every live, any live.
But the question
I don't have a preference for any live.
Why you think the Integrity Commission has not presented a report when they come to Jack Den and Dennis Garden in almost a year, but it took them 3 months. 3 months to come up with one on the Prime Minister.
I can't answer that. I think they're the best person to answer that question. I don't know why they did that. I don't know if they don't like Andrew.
Shika, you invite Ingram.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if they don't like.
Me think is that.
I have the answer to that. I have the answer to that.
Ingram,
because the Commission are PNP members.
Ingram, don't say anything yet. Don't say anything. I need
Because the
your
Integrity
comment.
Commission are PNP members. That's the reason why.
I need your comment on this. Yeah, Ingram, hold on. Hold on, Ingram, I need your comment on this.
Yeah, man, the arm by the JLP, just like PNP.
They have a new female president. Congratulations to her. But the jail, the PNP now, you Tom, need to get in focus with her right away.
Yeah,
Any comment, anything come with, they rebut it right away.
the youth arm and the professional arm, because the PHS is the professional arm and the PNPYO is the youth arm. Same like with the G2K and Young Jamaica. Young Jamaica.
No, another one I say it, you know. Another one I say it. Mr. Ingram,
I am one.
in one of these recordings, you say that there's a misunderstanding of the Jack Ben Dennis Gardner situation. You recall saying that, Mr. Ingram?
Yes. I don't know if I'm misunderstanding or it's a deliberate act and you get.
No, you said there's a misunderstanding. I want your words.
Yes.
Now, for me people, them are going to cuss me, but me I going to take the cussing tonight. Could you explain to us that misunderstanding?
Thank you very much for being here and the opportunity to explain. The Jack Dem situation that exists right now, including Dennis Gardner, is a clear act in which whatever happened between the UHWI and Jack Den have to be a collusion between both parties. It is four companies are involved. Yet we are only hearing about one company and one person. We are hearing absolutely nothing from the JLP about all four companies. And I find that most unfortunate. The misunderstanding I'm understanding here is that when those items, when they come into Jamaica, must have came into Jamaica in the name of UHWI for the credit for the exemption to be applied, because the exemption cannot be applied.
All right, can you take a break for me this and now make a correct something?
Finish, Chuck. I want him to finish.
All right, you want him to finish first? All right, Chavi say he must finish first. Can I make Chavi answer you for now?
Who is Chavi? Chavi don't have any sense. It don't have any sense. Chavi have no sense. He does
well, we that's the same thing, boy, but we still allow you to talk.
I have absolute no sense. Because I've already explained this to him already.
I would say the same thing, boy, but me allow you to talk.
I'm making a statement of fact. I don't know about you.
Don't go there. Don't go there, Mr.
And the issue of the item that came into Ireland, for the exemption to be applied through custom, the item must have come in the name of the person who shipped.
Of UWI, it must.
Yes.
All right.
However,
break this up, Ingram. Break this up for me. You say it must come in bearing the name UWI.
For the thing to be applied, yes.
All right. Did you read Mr. Gardner's article?
I want to hear the however. Chuck, can we please hear the however?
I heard about Mr. Gordon comment, and I also explained on a previous on another platform that in fact a shipping company a item coming by person A can, example, go to the custom and ask for the item to be transferred to person A to person B. However, when it comes to the exemption to be applied by UHWI, it must be applied to the person in whom it come to.
Ingram, you just say a whole heap of hogwash.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, hold on. As for
you don't understand what I said?
Mr. Ingram, we hear you. And no, I need to respond. Thank you. Please just mute your mic. Thank you. As per Mr. Dennis Gardner himself, via the Jamaica Observer, the items came to his company. They attempted to clear the items, and when they were advised that they need a permit to import said items and was later advised to go to the ministry for said permit, he then declared that they contacted the UHWI hospital and have them clear the items on their behalf. The items were already in Jamaica under their name. His technicians were in Jamaica to install the items, right? This is the word of Mr. Dennis Gardner, not my word.
And you totally misunderstand what he said. That's a simple problem.
All right.
Totally don't understand what he said.
Hold on, Mr. Ingram. Chavi, quote Mr. Gardner's word again for me, please.
You have to quote it. Him don't understand what he said.
No, hold on, Mr. Ingram. Hold on. Chavi, read Mr. Gardner's word again for me,
no matter,
please.
he's misunderstood.
Mr. Ingram, just hold on. No, me give you time, you know. No, I'm asking you to hold. Chavi, come back again with Mr. Gardner's word.
According to Mr. Gardens, the item was already imported and in Jamaica, imported by his company. His technicians to install them was in the country and had 10 days. And when they attempted to clear the items, they were told they need a permit to import and clear said items, and was later advised to go to the ministry for said permit. And he declared that what he did was contact the people at the UHWI hospital to have them clear 12 dialysis machines on behalf of his company.
Mr. Ingram, what is confusing about that?
For UHWI to apply their custom exemption, they must get the invoice in UHWI name. It must.
All right.
Let me ask you Custom will not apply any exemption unless
Mr. Ingram, me mute you because more remind you what you just say. Say person A can transfer to person B, right? And have the item clear. Because you see, Papa Nana is such a smart gentleman. He said PNP mouth not hear what PNP is say. Or PNP is not hear what PNP mouth say. Yeah?
So is it possible that Jack then would then transfer the item to the UWI to have them clear it with their tax exemption?
Him just simply have the company produce an invoice under their name and have them clear it. That's what was done. We can tell you the name of the company for seniors, and they're from Germany. That's how much information we have on this, brother. Yeah.
Mr. Ingram,
basic audit trail dictate that it can't go another way. Basic audit trail dictate that.
Mr. Ingram,
yes, sir.
you just told us that person A can transfer a shipment to person B and have it cleared.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
So is Jack then being person A and the UWI being person B?
If the invoice came in Jack Den's name, and if Jack then go to UWI for them to clear it for them with their exemption, they must transfer the invoice into UHWI name before UHWI can apply the sanction, because the custom department.
Yes, then we're confusing about that.
Huh?
Then where the confusion there?
Well, that's what I'm saying from day one. That's the point I'm making from day one.
Yeah, but you say people that we understand say that is exactly what was done.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
But Mr. Ingram, isn't that an illegal act?
The custom department dictate that the interpretation at the custom department was that.
No, we don't want interpretation.
And that's the only way the question can be answered. That's the only way the question can be answered. That's the only way the question can be answered.
Mr. Ingram.
Yes.
Is it an illegal act for you to do that?
It's an illegal act if the custom, the person benefiting from the exemption is not UHWI.
Then who benefit from the exemption at the 12 dialysis machine?
Jack then.
Is it an illegal act?
It's an illegal act if the person who benefit or the party who benefit incorrectly. Yes, it's illegal.
Who benefited from the dialysis machine?
In this case, Jack then.
Then is it illegal, Mr. Ingram?
Why are you repeating the question 3 times?
Because you're not answering it.
What do you mean I'm not answering? What did I say to you?
Was it an illegal act?
What did I say to you?
Mr. Ara, answer it from you.
It's a breach. It's a breach of the Custom Act. And the sanction on that is the custom enforcement will go after their duty. That's a basic procedure. I mean, this
was it illegal?
I mean this for 22 years.
No, Chuck,
was it illegal?
Chuck, one more thing we have to you say them all go after them the amount when they forget. I want you to read that thing from the top down to where them are go demand of him. Please, me I beg you. I want you to read from the top part.
Okay, Ingram. So it says here that breach of Custom Act using exemption status such as charity or formerly public sector duty concession to import goods for private entity or third party is fraudulent evasion of custom duties. Penalties for duty evasion can include fines up to 3 times the value of the goods, forfeiture of the goods, or potential jail time.
What you have read is correct.
Okay. Again, I ask a simple question of you. Was what Jack then did illegal?
You're missing the point. I'm not going to answer in that way because you have this of an objective. What I'm pointing to you, that whatever happens in this transaction in which Jack then benefited, the act was wrong.
It's wrong, but illegal.
Hold on. It's a breach of the Custom Act, and the custom will act on that matter. I don't know how much illegality you are putting into it.
Then, Mr. Ingram, why can't you say it's illegal, Ingram?
No, because it's a breach of Custom Act. That's what it is. And
so can you breach Custom Act legally?
I'm not getting to the.
I was just going to ask that.
I'm not getting into the question. I know where you're going.
Mr. Ingram, can you breach Custom Act legally?
The Custom Department have the duty to act on this matter, which they did. And I'm reliably informed that they asked the party to pay 10 by something million.
Mr. Ingram,
yes.
Can you breach the Custom Act legally?
A breach is a breach. Don't have foolishness.
One more thing he said that I need to talk. Hold on, Chuck. Chuck, wait. He said one more thing that is incorrect. One more thing. He said that the customer go after their money, and what I was told, he paid them 10.1 million, blah, blah, blah. Let me reliably inform you that he did not pay customer cent. He paid over to the hospital approximately 10.3 million.
You're putting, whatever they pay, they would pay it through UHWI because if the invoice is in
UHWI, no money no reach over.
The audit trail will have to dictate where the name the party is in. That's what the breach occurred.
Mr. Ingram.
Yes, sir.
So if the hospital is paying 3 times the value of the goods, who should pay that fine?
If the hospital is charged 3 times, it will be the hospital liability. However, in this particular case, I suspect the hospital would have just told not them to pay the fee because they are in collusion with the whole thing. They are complicit to it.
Mr. Ingram.
Yes.
Is the act of transferring the thing to UWI to avoid the custom duty, is it illegal?
My understanding is a breach of the Custom Act, and in that case, the Custom Department will act in order to seize the, as you just read just now,
back to the document.
To charge 3 times the value of the thing and charge their duties.
Chuck, back to the document and some of his argument that he presented. Now, the 10.1 million would have been the original duty that was to be paid. Now, if you read the document carefully, tell you that it is a fine or penalty. That is not the amount that is originally due. The penalty and fine is on top of what you should have paid before.
And the Custom Department determined that, sir.
And the document says it's 3 times the value of the $48 million 12 machines.
No, sir, it didn't say that.
It did not read it again.
No, you have to read it. I know it by heart. The fine can go 3 times the cost of it. And hold on, the cost is not the cost of the goods. The cost would be the cost of the actual goods plus CIF. That's what it meant. All the cost of bringing the item into Jamaica would be the cost of the item. That's how it goes. So the cost of the particular item that is bought, the cost would be the entire cost involved in bringing the item into Jamaica. That would be the cost.
No, that we say?
I didn't hear that.
Isn't that what just
hear that? I did not hear that.
All right.
I said the 40 million, over $40 million 12 dialysis machines. That's what I said. It cost over 40 million.
You are suggesting just now
watch
that would have been 3 times. The document didn't say that. It said the fees can be 3 times.
Well, according to the new, according to the
Mr. Ingram,
listen, please, listen, Mr. Ingram.
The document read just now that what it said.
Mr. Ingram, it says 3 times the value of the goods.
No, read the entire sentence, sir. What it says, the total sentence.
Penalty, it says, under penalty, it says, penalty for evasion can include fines of up to 3 times the value of the good.
Thank you very much.
Forfeiture of goods and potential jail time.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Yes. So what the problem? What
The point you make? What point we make? Because me not understand.
You said that the fine must be 3
No,
times.
no. I never used the word must.
That's what I heard you say.
I
That's what I heard you say.
All right.
Anyhow,
No problem.
wait,
No problem.
watch this. I'm going to show you something. The amount that is that the customs said that the UE hospital is looking to pay for this issue was 140 million, 120 million. No, it is public knowledge. It is public knowledge.
And JRAS, we never remove your JRAS. We think are you job.
My God.
Remove your man.
That was not said. That was not said. That's
my God. My God. The $100 million will not be to a hospital if you go pay.
Mr. Ingram.
A lie.
Mr. Ingram.
Yes, Chuck.
Mr. Ingram, listen to me now.
Yeah.
The letter sent out by the PNP, Mark Golden stated in that letter that he has seen nothing to say that Dennis Gardner or Jack then has broken any laws.
That's correct. That's what the letter stated.
So even though Mr. Gardner would have made restitution to university to hospital, isn't that admittance that he broke a law?
Mark Golden is an attorney, trained. He would appropriately know the language to apply in this situation.
Mr. Ingram, again, and you see, that is the problem. That is why you feel, that is why you try your utmost best, when you can't bring yourself to say what they did was illegal.
Chuck, my integrity is intact, Chuck. Don't go there.
Mr. Ingram, you have absolutely no integrity,
and your opinion of what you said have nothing to do with me.
You have absolutely not
your
one
comments have
shred
nothing
of
to do with my reality, Chuck. I don't know you. I can't say that about you. I don't know you.
You have absolutely not.
I do not know you, Chuck. I do not know you. But by your fruit you shall know them.
So, Mr.
And
Ingram,
that's how I know you, sir.
well on the Chuck. Mr. Ingram. Mr. Ingram.
Yes, ma'am.
So Dennis Gordon said when he realized that he needed a permit to bring in the items, he was advised that the permit would come from the Ministry of Health.
Yes, I heard that.
But he went to UE instead.
Yes, maybe him know somebody there.
Oh,
okay, all right. That's what I was going to ask.
Somebody who can help him circumvent the rules.
That's what I was going to ask. That's it. No further questions for this witness, Your Honor.
So, somebody who can help him circumvent the rules. But Mr. Ingram,
yeah.
Of all the things you learn about the situation, were there any laws broken?
No. What I find rather interesting is that the Auditor General spoke about 4 companies, and to date, I'm not hearing about the other companies from you people. I find it rather interesting. But I'm waiting.
find it interesting.
Can I respond to that? Mr. Ingram, can you share the facts that you have on the other companies? You share the facts that you have on the other companies and tell us where we can find those facts. We would appreciate it if you can share.
I'll simply respond to you that we will get the previous one and Jack, then you can get the others there.
Okay, let me tell you where I got the previous one. Let me tell you where we get the previous one now. Hold on, let me tell you where we get the previous one. We got it from Julian Robinson, who informed the nation reliably that the money has been paid back 10.1 million, he stated. And then we have Mr. Dennis Gardner himself via the Jamaica Observer on Sunday, stating that yes, 12 dialysis machines was imported on his company's behalf by the UE hospital. He confirmed that fact. Those facts are confirmed by Julian Robinson and Jack Den Boss himself. So we can have this discussion about Jack Den and its role in this issue because they confirm.
What's the relevance of your comment?
The relevance is that we can speak about Jack Den because we have established facts. We can't talk about the other 3 companies until facts are established.
Okay.
That's the simple argument.
Thank you. If that is true, thank you.
Which of the other company would you like us to discuss, Mr. Ingram? You have any?
No man, I'm just looking at this.
We know the name. We know about Extreme Laundry Service. What do you know of Extreme Laundry Service?
I do not know much about the other. What I intend to do, I intend to get some information from the company of Jamaica, because those information are all the company of Jamaica. We know that, right? So I intend.
Yes.
I said I might program today.
And who is the principal shareholder of Extreme Laundry Service?
Come again?
Who is the principal shareholder of Extreme Laundry Service?
That's what I'm saying. I'm not familiar with the other information.
A young man named Sean Manley.
I'm not familiar with that information.
Then
I'm
Mr.
going to get
Ingram.
that information tomorrow.
But Mr. Ingram, you are attempting to chastise us for not discussing the other companies. And now we are giving you an opportunity to discuss the other companies.
No,
and you don't know
convenient. I was referring to before today. I don't necessarily need platitude right now. I'm referring to the extent of the conversation pertaining to one particular company and one particular person. When the Auditor General...
Well, as Chavi would have pointed out, we have information, we have confirmation of what happened with Jack then. We don't have no confirmation and information about the other three yet.
Okay.
But as soon as we have them,
I'm looking forward to hear the same... I'm looking forward to hear about the same urgency from you guys on all the other issues concerning impropriety in this country. I'm looking forward to hear them.
I have no problem. We always discuss impropriety in this country, Ingram. One of the problems you don't like is that anywhere there's impropriety, the problem what you have, Ingram, is that anywhere there's an impropriety, the PNP, there's somewhere in the bush.
When I speak, Chuck, you see we're different. When I speak, I have no brief for the PNP or the JLP when it comes to wrongs. I call anything wrong.
Ingram, that is not true. Ingram, a while ago, I asked you if
I'm consistent on that point, I'm not concerned about your opinion. Your views have nothing to do with me.
No, I don't give opinion, I give facts. I asked you about an illegal act, if you can call it illegal, and you can, Ingram, because of PNP, you can't bring yourself to say it's illegal.
I know what it means to breach custom duties. I know what the actions.
And I'm asking you, is a breach of custom duty illegal?
No, I know. I am not going to answer you pertaining to what you're trying to feather. I'm pointing to the fact.
I am not, Ingram. I'm trying to. Hold on.
The fact is.
Hold on, Ingram.
Breach of custom duty activate.
Hold on, Ingram. Travi, is breaching the Custom Act illegal?
I don't know if Chabi, a lawyer, and I don't know.
Sir, it's illegal. It is illegal. It is illegal as per the Custom Act.
Joshua. Well, Joshua can't sleep.
Joshua,
Mr. Ingram, hold on, I'll soon come back to you, sir. HR guru. HR.
Any act.
Is breaching the Custom Act illegal?
Yes, sir. Any act that you do against any law is illegal.
Is illegal. Not is breaching the Custom Acts illegal.
To the best of my knowledge, sir, yes. And after
185
years,
persons in the chat.
After 16 years on the JCF, I think I have the authority to say.
Thank you. 185 people in the chat. No, Shab, we don't need to Google it, we know the answer. Is breaching the Custom Acts illegal? See that, Ingram? Everybody has say yes.
And did I say, what was my answer to you?
Mr. Ingram.
What was my answer to you?
Mr. Ingram is breaching the Custom Acts illegal.
What was my answer to you?
Mr. Ingram is breaching the Custom Act illegal.
No, just share with the panel now. Share with the panel what was my answer to you.
Is it illegal?
Share with the panel what was my answer to you.
I was not here when you were asked, Mr. Ingram. Can you answer for my benefit?
I'm sorry you weren't here, my dear. Maybe you can check the tape.
No, but you can answer no.
Next one,
my lady. You're in the police for so much here. I am not a yo-yo. So don't go there.
Mr. Nax, maybe you can ask him. Ask him for me, please.
Mr. Ingram is a breach of the Customs Act.
I learned to respect ladies. Don't waste time.
You see, that is it, Mr. Ingram. You know, say a couple months ago when we were discussing a certain drill, you say it was illegal for the man to be a member of parliament and them import the drill. Not true, Mr. Ingram?
What are you talking about?
When we were discussing a certain drill process a few months ago, you remember that argument?
Hold on. Chuck, let me tell you something, Chuck. When I speak, you see, I speak from the position of knowledge. That's when I speak.
Mr. Ingram,
the issue of the drill, I can speak from a position of knowledge. I don't need you guys to go around it. I speak from a position of, after 37 years, I speak from a position of knowledge. Contrary to what any way you want to speculate and make
Mr. Ingram, again, I stress to you.
That's a lie.
I stress to
That's
you,
the only word you
Ingram,
know,
and
man.
I do not say
That's
this
the word you know.
in a
That's the only word you
disrespectful.
know, HR. That's the only word you know.
Mr. Ingram, I am going to say this to you, sir, and
I don't know you. I'm
mean
going to
this in
respond
a
to you or your garbage.
I do not mean this in a disrespectful manner. Hold on, I don't mean this in a disrespectful manner, Ingram.
And somebody's going to trace. Somebody's going to start to trace now. I am not in any trace with anybody. Then I'm
you, Mr. Ingram, you don't have one shred of dignity.
Integrity.
Absolutely none. Absolutely
No
none.
integrity.
None.
No integrity.
We see it on display every morning.
Every day.
Every morning. They're grown ass man. Damn liar.
Venom. But when PNP do something wrong, you beat around, you know, and call. At the very speculation of something in the Labour Party, Ingram, you're angry, you cry with. But when a PNP, you know, maybe it's a you say Finsac was a misunderstanding. No, you say this US scandal with Jack then is a misunderstanding. But of course, when you come to the drill, you were speaking from a position of knowledge. You see one thing with me, Ingram, me consistent. Yeah? I always believe in letting the facts come out first before my pass judgment.
150 million for a report, present it and stop making speculation. 150 million pay for a report, present the report. That's simple as that.
Hold on. Let me quote the words of your party leader when it comes to the Finsac report. Right there. I have him here somewhere speaking of. Is this it? No. I have the party leader somewhere answering that question about.
Tell you if you find it. Use your second device, go to TikTok and go to winner page. It's right there.
It's on winner, all right. Yes.
Easy peasy,
yes.
Right on winner page from TikTok.
Right on winner, all right. Ingram, yeah, because your party your party leader spoke on the matter of the Integrity Commission, you know. And the Finsac report.
Where say there's no report, I believe you.
No, well,
Speak of the man, here he is.
You believe me. Oh, winner there, winner, you have it. Play it for me, the winner, please. Winner, play Mark Gold in response to the question of a Finsac Commission report.
May I try to find it? Give me a second. Hopefully, we still have it there.
And while it find for whatever reason, let's present the report to Jamaica and Jamaica can make it on it.
All right, listen to Mark Gold.
Well, the Finsac situation is difficult, Andre, because there is no report. There is no report. There is no report.
Thank you, winner. Thank you. Thank you, winner.
Thank you, the reason to, you know.
27th budget debate period calling for the release of a report that they themselves know does not exist.
Hold on.
Well, Andre, I want.
He gave a reason why there's no report in us. So play it on.
May I try to find it? Hold on. Give me a second. Let me try to find anyone that was.
Isn't that the essence of the argument? There's no report.
No, he gave the
Forget
reason.
your own falsehoods and can't keep your story straight. The PNP has been trying to deflect from their devastation of the economy in the 1990s by calling on the government to release the Finsac report. Yet here is PNP President and Opposition Leader Mark Golding confirming on Monday, the 23rd of March 2026 what the government has been saying all along. The Finsac Commission of Inquiry did not produce a report, so there is no report to be released.
that Finsac is once and for all given to the people that report to see who
Well, the
really
Finsac situation is difficult, Andre, because there is no report. There is no report. There is no report.
So why did the PNP spend the entire 2026-2027 budget debate period calling for the release of a report that they themselves know does not exist? Oh, what a tangled web they weave when at first they practice to deceive.
What Nigel Clark said he was going to do was establish a website and put all of the materials, all of the evidentiary materials and so on that were generated by the process of that commission of inquiry were going to be put on a website. But, you know, that's who has time to go trawling through all of that?
The JLP
There you go,
followed
Ingram.
through on its
And that
promise
is the
to the
problem
Jamaican
you and the
people,
PNP
providing
have.
information in an easily accessible manner. Is it that Mark Golding questions the people of Jamaica's intelligence? The Jamaican people have time for all of that.
Mr. Ingram,
time,
the
but
party
we have
leader said
time.
no report was generated, Mr. Ingram.
And that's what we have been saying. That's what being said from day one. $150 million was paid and there's no report. And I don't hear any lawsuit for breach of performance.
Mr. Ingram.
There's no lawsuit, Jamaicans. 211 people here. There's no lawsuit. There's no lawsuit for breach of specific performance. We never contractual arrangement of this case in which you are given a duty to perform a report.
Ingram.
It means that a report must be generated. And if there's no report, it means that the contract was breached for refusal of specific performance. There's no
Mr. Ingram.
And there's no lawsuit.
Mr. Ingram.
Stop, Mr. Ingram. Stop.
Mr. Ingram.
Yes, sir.
Let me and you, as big men, go through the schedule of this Finsac. And when was the Finsac inquiry? When was the Finsac inquiry commission? When was it? When was it started?
Chuck, I'm not going to waste time, Chuck. You have time to, I don't have time to waste. There was 150 million paid for a report. Where is the report? And if there's
Mr. Ingram, we have time.
The argument done.
Mr. Ingram, we have time. Mr. Ingram, we have to teach people.
Time.
We have teach people, Ingram. Now that you want. Do you want propaganda or you want to get information to people?
There's
absolutely
there's the propaganda. $150 million was paid for a report.
Mr.
Where
Ingram,
is the report?
Let us track the timeline. Mr. Ingram, when was the commissioner started? In 2007, right?
Are you disputing that 150 million people report? Are you disputing
Mr.
that?
Ingram, just make us discuss this, no man.
Discuss what?
We are discussing the situation with the report.
There's no need for any discussion.
Why?
The Finsac report is what is needed to show all the different persons
who
access.
Stop chat crap. Stop chat crap. There is no report. We not do that with you. Stop.
With all due respect, we are discussing.
Hello, Dennis God is the topic, sir.
Yes, we are discussing the Auditor General's report into Jack. Then that we are discussing. We don't know why you make Ingram come here with him.
There is no report that they have done. Let's talk about Mark Golding.
We are discussing the Auditor General. There is a report from the Auditor General.
Yes.
About Jack.
There is a report. So let's discuss that.
And that one come out. But Mr. Ingram, let me read again for you.
Play the PAC meeting that we have to play. I'll listen to.
But let me read again for you, Mr. Ingram. Another paragraph of the PNP's report that was unsigned. Nobody not sign it. Nobody not put mark. But it says, nevertheless, the situation with Jordan has emerged in the public domain within the context of many serious findings of maladministration at the UWI. In the Auditor General's report, I believe it is essential that we consistently demonstrate our party's commitment to high standards of probity in public affairs and due respect for the spirit of leadership code of conduct that all our ministers sign. But let me ask you this, Mr. Ingram. Was Dennis Gardner signatory to that code of conduct?
Which code of conduct is that?
The one that Mr. Mark Golding speak about in this.
In the integrity report?
No. The one that Mr. Mark Golding speak about here, sir.
Same one, the Integrity Commission.
Yes, only the PNP signed that report. The JLP did not sign it.
Was Mr. Gardner's signatory to that?
Yes,
code
yes.
of conduct?
Hold
Was
on,
what he did? Was what he did?
Hold on. I am Mr. Gordon just became a member of parliament. I am not sure if he would have signed the report as it. I don't know.
I will confirm. I will confirm that after September 3rd and the first day of Parliament, all 28 or 27 members signed it. I one the day of foreign, just member. And the one of the day of foreign came after and signed. Read now,
Mr. Ingram, Travis, in this letter, Mark Golding said that all our MPs have signed. All.
So what you ask me if the man has signed? So what you ask me that?
Now, my question to you then is what happened with Jack Den and Cos? Is that a breach of the code that Mr. Gordon signed?
I would take it that any act that is violating the basis of the agreement would be a breach.
Right.
Yes.
What is the consequences for Mr. Gordon breaching that code of conduct?
I am not sure.
You're not sure?
No.
Then there's none. It's just a code that exists for no reason. It does exist.
It does exist.
But I know that the party leader make mention that they are maintaining a certain standard. And I'm happy to hear that.
What standard? After 5 days, 5.5 days of pressuring from young Jamaica, the well-thinking Jamaicans that say, hey, listen, what going on so hanky-panky take place? Mark Golding needs to act. And when the pressure finally...
You know what is unfortunate? You guys have the audacity to come and publish.
Come on, man, when you talk, listen to your man. When the pressure bust Mark Golding pipe and him spew up all over the place in bag of nonsense, you come and give him credit? Mark Golding was cornered like
the thing came in the...
Mark Golding was cornered like a little rat. Hello,
the pressure for those acts?
Boss man, hear me, I said, man, relax, because we're here to talk.
I'm very relaxed. But your argument is war.
Hold on, Mr. Ingram. Mark Golding was cornered like a little rat, right? Cornered like a little rat. He had no choice but to release that letter filled with grammatical errors and nonsense and contradictory statements.
Without a signature.
Without a signature.
You are referring to Mark Golding letters. You are referring to Mark Golding letters having grammatical errors.
Hold on, man, because paragraph 1 does not align with what paragraph 3 is saying. Utter nonsense, they are contradictory to each other. Because he's saying the evidence before him, Chuck, does not say anything is illegal, but at the same time, him said they are conducting investigation. So Mark Golding is forward in front of the investigation by
the same comment made by the Integrity Commission and refer.
Give me a chance to talk, man. Give me a chance to talk. Mr. Ingram.
The same argument.
Mr. Ingram.
Mr. Ingram, just calm down, no man. You come like you love when you might get muted. Just calm down, no, the moderator them go mute you. Just calm down, you'll get your chance to talk. My God, man. Didn't have to see him hostile, man.
Mr. Golding was forward, Mr. Chuck, before MOCA, Integrity Commission, FID, and the own PNP Integrity Committee, right? Because if you're going to mandate the committee to carry out an investigation, right? Well, not even mandate, because it's part of PNP constitution that they have this Integrity Committee to take account for the actions of their parliamentarians, right? And Mark Golding is going to come out boldly and say, hey, me not see nothing wrong. So what is the job and the responsibility of the Integrity Committee? Mark Golding has put undue pressure and could have tainted the investigation by its own body because he's the leader of the PNP. He carries a lot of weight. And if the leader...
Undue pressure.
Mr. Ingram, we're going to give you your chance to respond, sir.
Because if the party leader has taken a position to defend Dennis Gardner and Jack Den, then how would it look if his own integrity committee come out and say, hey, Mark Golding is here wrong? How did I look on the leader? Go ahead,
Mr. Ingram, you may respond now, sir. Mr. Ingram, you may not respond.
My mic is continuously being pulled. I want the public to know.
Yes,
that my
because you're
mic is
interrupting when
continuously being muted.
Because you keep interrupting.
I'm going to undo the rest. I'm speaking under undue duress.
Mr. Ingram.
Okay, let me proceed.
Mr. Ingram, you keep interrupting. Mr. Just listen to me for a second, sir. You keep interrupting people and we say, wait, we're going to give you your chance. That's why your mic is always being muted. Now, here is your chance. Respond.
Good. The comments made by Mark Golding is perfectly correct. As a matter of fact, I would say to him that I would not have spoken as yet, because did you say you're going to wait until all the investigation is completed? You should have waited until the investigation is completed. But maybe he's an attorney. I'll give him the edge. He knows what he's doing. Okay? But the fact of the matter is, I find it most interesting, and I call on the other 180 people here to take note that all the excitement going on from your side is pertaining to Jack Den and Dennis Gordon. There are 3 other companies, and the mischief that have been occurring is that these items came in the UHWI and then they were sold back to the UHWI in 200% markup. And there's no argument about that. The item was imported by UHWI, and then whatever happened, they were then invoiced with a sale invoice of the same item to be purchased from them at 200% markup. And we are hearing no argument about that, Jamaicans. Isn't that a matter of concern? But I have confidence. I have confidence in the system. I have confidence that the Integrity Commission, the Auditor General, the MOCA, and the police will do their necessary investigation, and the chips will fall.
Mr. Ingram, you're straying from the question that was put to you.
All right, hold on.
Again, before we go back to the question, Ingram, I
have answered the question, sir.
What information do you have on the other 3 companies that we can discuss here?
I do not have all the information on the other 3 companies. What I heard from you guys is that Jack Den and Dennis Gordon are the culprit here.
Ingram, what do you want? Mr. Ingram, let me give you the floor. Let us discuss one of the other companies. Which one?
I do not have the material.
Then what do you want us to discuss?
No, what I'm saying, I find it interesting that you guys have nothing to do with the other 3 companies. I find it unusual.
Mr. Ingram, what information do you have about the other companies?
I have none. I have none.
Then what do you want us to discuss?
Even the person who said they serve years in the police force, you don't find it unusual?
No, sir.
4 companies are being cited. 4 companies are being cited. And only one is singled out.
No, because we have information on that one.
When we catch a mongoose, I will get told could be in a rat. We are focused on the mongoose now. When the rat business come out, we deal with the rat.
No, but Mr. Ingram.
But the mongoose we are focused on now.
Mr. Ingram, according to Mark Golding, he sees nothing wrong. Nothing to suggest.
Let me tell you what he said. He didn't say that.
He says he sees nothing to
nothing
suggest.
Illegal. That's what he said. Those are exact words.
What is
and that is why you, Ingram.
Hold on the choke.
That's a different conversation.
Hold on the choke. He says he sees nothing to suggest that Jack then breached any law.
That's correct. Thank you.
All right. Does that translate, Mr. Ingram, to him preempting the outcome of the investigation that he ordered?
Certainly not. That's why he said. That's why he said he's taking this precaution pending the outcome of the investigation.
All right. Well, I know.
Those are exact words.
In another investigation / PNP forum, we heard a certain Dennis Chung saying there is no law breached if the Prime Minister has 28 bank accounts. You remember that?
I also made the comment over and over again, madam.
All right.
Nothing is wrong about 28,
so what
30,
was the protest about when Dennis Chung was sent to head up the FID?
Because they would have seen this man and the Prime Minister having early morning rides.
But we also saw Ranif Lawrence, which was the Director of Corruption Prosecution.
We saw Dayton Campbell as Ranif Lawrence's best man at his wedding too. So what are we saying?
And you're suggesting that the same situation, right?
What is good for the good propaganda?
You're suggesting that's the same situation.
Hold on, you guys did not demonstrate.
You are suggesting that the same situation.
No, but when we are asked you, mister.
Are two investigative bodies and are two investigative positions. What do you mean it's different?
Exactly.
Why
what
are you
do
making mention of that lady? Are you saying that it's the same situation?
Yes.
Okay.
No. What you're saying to your Ingram, if you're gonna use Dennis Strong riding a bicycle in a race that both him and Andrew Wallace was riding for charity. If you're gonna use that
in a race,
if you're gonna,
I didn't see the race. I didn't see the race. I didn't see the race.
Mr. Ingram,
winner. We are focused, but we are focused. Mr. Ingram now can go no different place.
We have 200 people. If we're going to use that as the marker for Andrew Wallace and the large demonstration by FID, why did that the PNP did not demonstrate when Ranif Lawrence was appointed Director of Corruption Prosecution at the Integrity Commission, though he invited Dayton Campbell as his best man at his wedding? Shows that, and even though both of them went to the same university, share the same hall. Huh? What can go so?
I've been following. I'll move on to green. I'm so happy for him.
Back to Jack then, and
back to Jack then, because
this a cash shift.
I want to know if by Mark Golding's own utterance is he preempting the outcome of the investigation?
Well, why would you say that? And Mark Golding made his point clear in writing. He made his point clear in writing, you know. So what's a futile comment? He made his position clear in writing.
So you are saying then, Mr. Ingram, that you expect the integrity committee of the PNP to come back with a different finding?
Mark Golding not waiting on the Mark Golding not waiting on the integrity commission in the PNP to decide on the matter. That's not the prerogative of the committee. The prerogative would be the police, MOCA, Auditor General, and the Integrity Commission, and the other investigative. Those are the investigating arms.
So you're saying the integrity committee of the PNP is an exercising futility?
That's not what this letter says. Lashika have a question.
All rise for the entrance of a registered magistrate.
Lashika, you may pose your question to Comrade Ingram.
Mr. Ingram, good night to you.
Good night, my lady.
Mr. Ingram, the other day when people were saying that Christopher Tufton owned and operated a funeral parlor truck?
Yes.
And we had an issue with it. Well, you guys had an issue with it. You had an issue with it too? Did you find it to be a problem?
You know, I honestly don't remember the argument about the parlor. I remember distinctly the argument about the market me, and I also remember the argument about
no man. I want to stay with the funeral home.
I don't remember the funeral. I don't remember the funeral home.
People were saying that
the issue on the funeral. I don't remember because I think I heard that the funeral home is actually in somebody else's name. So I don't remember that issue.
So you think that is a problem if that's the case?
What?
Him, even if he owns it or his friends own it, do you think it's a problem?
Not necessarily, you know. What I think what required by law is that the parties, whether PNP or JP, if you're in, is disclosure. That's the main issue, you know. In all these scenarios, what is required by law are disclosures. That's what is required, you know. Because Jamaica is a small island.
All right.
We're all intermingling together. I don't know if you're not a distant cousin of mine.
So you're saying tonight to everyone that the call that the PNP surrogates were making was frivolous.
I don't recall that call. I don't recall it. I honestly don't recall it. Because if there's a funeral, hold on, if there's a funeral home and the gentleman is involved in it, all is required by law is disclosure.
No, man, we don't know if it's required by law, but it was a big hullabaloo the other day that he had a funeral home and it was a big deal and he resigned and they were, hold on, man, let me finish, let me explain.
I don't remember.
And they were saying,
Ingram have one of the most convenient memory ever.
You don't remember, right? And me alone remember, right?
Everybody else remember except Ingram.
Okay.
You see, what is happening in a Chuck? When I speak in a Chuck, I speak based on facts, you know.
Mr. Ingram, you don't know what facts if invite you.
I have no brief for no tea.
Because I wanted to know if it was okay, because okay if it's tough done, well, according to Uno, one a funeral home, but it's okay for Jack then have how much contract winner? How much contract him have?
No, I'm not heard anybody.
She need to hear this. If you check Gleaner Mr. Ingram, which is Funo paper, they're reporting that a former PNP MP has been charged with incest because he molested his teenage daughter. So you see, Crawford was right, because one by one, wanna go into jail.
Why would you make something like that conversation like this?
But as we were saying,
it's breaking news. It's breaking news. It's breaking news. It's breaking news.
Trivia. I served 9 years in the prison service.
It's Travi. It's Travi. Hey, it's Travi. All right.
Criminals are criminals.
Hear me.
Move on.
Hear me. I said to you, it's breaking news. Ingram, it's breaking news. Breaking right now. Go check it out. Like, I'm not joking. I'm serious. It's breaking news right now. A break right now. People on the circle on the Instagram app and go check Gleaner. If a Facebook on have Gleaner upon or any app on have them pan. Circle them. I am not joking. It's not a joke. A serious thing I tell you now.
One by one, you go into jail. One by one.
See, look what Chatter say. Just saw it. Somebody asked who is the person. The name is being withheld.
It's the Ingram one by one.
What is the breaking? The breaking news is the police has arrested a former PNP MP for incest because he molested his teenage daughter. It's on Gleaner.com. That is from Marcia Mitchell. Caroline says true. More and more people are going to them. See, it's on the front page. See there? Marsha. Sorry, Marsha. Sorry for the pronunciation. On the front page, everything good.
We just see it, brother.
So again, Mr. Crawford was right. One by one, on going to.
You can count on the People's National Party to attract the worst among us.
Mr. Ingram.
Yes, Chuck.
The question that Sheikh has been trying to put to you, sir. Sheikh, are you here? It's simply this. There was a call by your co-workers from 89 Hope Road that Tufton friend own a funeral home, and because Tufton friend owned the funeral home, Tufton should step aside. That was the call. You say you don't remember.
Hold on,
and I accept that from you.
Tika said something else. You're saying something different.
You say you don't remember.
His friend.
His friend, one of his counselor.
Okay.
Yes, one of his counselor owned the funeral home. Okay. Remember, you say you don't remember.
My response to you, Chuck, whether it's PNP.
You can't respond, I'm not ask the question yet. I'm not ask the question yet. Allow me to ask the question before you respond.
Oh, you're asking a question, go ahead.
Yes. Now, I'm saying, based on that, if Thompson should have resigned because he owned a funeral home, his friend owned one and they want him to resign, should that be brought across the board, whereby persons like Dennis Garden shouldn't be allowed to run companies that benefit from government contract?
And as I said just now, Chuck, the requirement for government employees to own and operate other businesses is disclosure. That's what the law says. So if you ask them a million times, if you wake me up tonight in the middle of the night, that's my response, because that's what the law says. I'm okay with it.
Okay. And you have no issue you have no issue with government persons owning or benefiting from government contract. You are good with it as long as them disclose.
Government employees and all other persons, the moment the risk of what do you call it now? What's the word? The risk of
compromise.
Compromise. Not compromise either. Another word, man. The moment that risk exists, you make a disclosure. In some cases, you're asked to put it under trust. If you are elected prime minister, you put it under trust, and then you're able to carry on a business prime minister until you're over. Those are basic procedures that are applied in cases like
that. Are applied. Okay.
Small knit island. Everybody.
All right. So next question now. Since you're okay with all of that, and that is okay as long as you disclose. Do you remember a couple months ago an argument about the importation of a certain drill?
Yes, sir.
Do you remember what was your position when the news broke that a company that was tied to a Labour Party member of Parliament was responsible for the importation?
And my position remained the same, sir. And obviously, you clearly misunderstood what about the drill. The drill argument is
what I no. What I understand your position. What I understood your position at the time, that it is wrong. And Ingram, the time when you talk about it, so like you did eat onion, because there was almost tears in your eyes. You see, we have to remember, so your memory not good enough, because you don't remember all the things. So we have to remind you.
MP Chuck, I can guarantee you, I'm going to be younger than yours.
Mr. Ingram, I remember your outburst.
I can guarantee you, Chuck. I can guarantee you that I'm going to be younger than yours. I can guarantee you that.
Well, your guarantee now are the ear in which you speak it. So nobody now go take it. But I'm saying, Ingram, was there anything wrong with that company that was tied to Mr. Williams at the time getting the contract to import that drill? Was there something wrong with that?
Chuck, you know that everything is wrong with that company and the drill. Right now, there's a person.
Everything is wrong with it.
Right now, there's a person.
All right, hold on, Ingram.
There's a person A in that company that can't be disclosed.
Mr. Ingram, hold on, sir. So everything is wrong with that company.
Everything.
But nothing is wrong with Jack then.
Oh, hold on. We have declared over and over and over and over again what is wrong with Jack then.
Everything is wrong with a company owned. So the problem what you have in Ingram is that there you go. Your credibility is being trampled on because you're not.
Your opinion, Chuck, at this stage has no relevance. The company to which you refer, including the drill, everything is wrong with it.
Chuck, hold on.
And it's only a matter of time. Only a matter of time. Jamaica's gonna hear more about it. Only a matter of time.
Ingram, hold on. Hold on a little bit. All right. So you were calling for Donovan to stay.
Hold on, miss. Chuck, breaking news. Me not know if you see for the Gleaner. A former MP, PNP MP, charge.
Oh yeah, man. We were broadcasting his arrest live. we get him, man. Thanks. We get him. I'm a pay one by one. Them going to jail.
Oh, see, you pick up a who, Chuck? You pick up a who?
No.
Oh, man, pick up a who?
No, I'm gonna make a phone call when I don't understand so I can get a name.
All right. No.
Ingram probably know who does not talk.
I don't have a clue.
Ingram, you hide, man.
Maxine
Incest. Can you imagine? Incest. Can you imagine?
You know, look good for your party, Ingram.
Mr. Ingram.
I thought they said that
good evening, Bridget.
Former MP.
I want to continue my conversation, you know what, gonna come distract me.
Did it say a current MP or former MP?
Former PNP MP.
Oh, okay. She said look bad because
continue, please.
Mr. Ingram, so you were calling for the gentleman to resign with the whole drill saga, right?
Yes, I still call that the minister should step aside in that case.
So you don't call for that gentleman to step aside?
Who that?
Jack then, Dennis. And they don't call for a revision of all the contracts that he has.
Step aside from what?
Hold on.
Step aside from what?
Out of the parliament.
You mean resign as MP?
Yes. Because the potential lies that he will go to prison for fraud.
Shika. Based on the occurrences in Jamaica within the last 2-3 years.
We're not talking about then a new mandate we are working with now. Election just gone.
If you're calling for Dennis Gordon,
election just gone, a new fresh page return. Fresh page.
Shika, if you call for Dennis Gordon to resign right now, based on the other occurrences over the last 3 years, what is your call on the other persons?
What other persons? I am talking about evidence that I have in my possession that he broke the law.
Okay.
Are you saying that he should lose all his contracts that he has with the Ministry of Health? Are you calling on that? Because he intentionally,
no matter who you are,
please let me talk now. Why you don't want me to talk? Why you don't want me to talk? You know, I'm sending the invite to come up here, you know.
When you speak, you must come with some sense of honesty.
And Lord Jesus, if the report say the man carry document go to the wharf for what that was signed by someone who no worked there 2 years ago.
I'm hearing that for the first time. There information that he took document to the wharf.
Travi, I see no request for you, Travi.
You mean you didn't listen to the PAC? You didn't listen to the PAC, Mr. Ingram?
I'm hearing that for the first time.
Did you listen to the PAC?
Yes, I listened to it,
and you did not hear that?
The gentleman took document to the wall that was signed by other persons.
By a person who has not been employed.
Just reach. Hold on there. That's that. Hold on. You see that Mr. Ingram say I hear it for the first time? Is a lie. Because me tell it to Ingram this evening on a different life. Mr. Ingram is a liar, wicked old man. You too lie.
Oh my God. But Chuck also told it to him the first day when Chuck played it too.
Yeah? We were locked in a conversation earlier on Carl Lewis Live, and I told it to him and all the others that was there. As a matter of fact, you know what Carl Lewis do? Carl Lewis say, hear what Mr. Ingram say, whatever you say, Travis will go respond to you. Then he say, Soji for respond to O'Keefe, and that I am the one should respond to Caution. So no confusion and no nice supposed to inherit. I told this very information to Mr. Ingram this evening.
I'm not even going to dignify those comments with a response, you know.
I told this very information to him this evening.
What are you talking about?
On Carl Lewis Live.
Hi, Shika, my sis. I'm going to bed now. Good night. Bye-bye.
Good night, Judy. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Good night.
Dax girl, sorry, you can't go ahead, but me have to make that clear, kind of lie.
Why you are saying can't be correct? Because I've said it to you over and over and over again that the document that the exemption can only be applied unless it's in the name of the invoice. Didn't I say it to you over? So how could I be saying what you're saying when this is
Shika, we asked him a while ago. Shika, we asked him a while ago.
Time and time again that the only way the exemption can apply is if the invoice in the person's name. Didn't I say that to you over and over again?
We asked him a while ago.
If the man resign because he's embattled in a fraudulent activities.
The piece of information is here first, you might hear it. And
about the letter being signed and taken to customs?
Right, yes. by somebody who left the job 2 years before the letter, prior to that time.
2 years ago.
And it's here first, you might hear it. And I'm trying to tell you that it is a lie, because I told him that.
To any invoice and let it in the importer's name.
That was not the question. That's not the. We're going to mute you because you're trying to skip the argument. Shika, you said that he used the former CEO. The former CEO's signature who left the job 2 years prior. And it's your first time I hear that. And I can confirm that he's lying. Because I told him the same thing this evening.
Travi,
Yes,
calm
Mama.
down.
Yes, Mama.
Mr. Ingram, Mr. Ingram? Mr. Ingram?
Yes, my lady.
Know that you hear that Mr. Gordon or his subjects took a document to the Customs Department signed by a person who is not employed to the University Hospital of the West Indies and has not been employed to the University Hospital for the last 2 years. Do you believe it is proper for him to resign as Member of Parliament?
My lady, all you have said just now would be rubbish. The exemption can't be applied to an invoice that is not in the person's name.
No, but we're not asking you about the exemption, sir.
No, but I'm
not asking you about the exemption. I'm asking you. I'm asking you of a document.
The signing has nothing to do with it.
You're saying he could
be the importer's name.
You're saying he could just go downtown and ask any.
Chuck, you mute him because me no want mute him.
You're saying he could have just gone downtown and asked any one of the Eagles to sign the custom order?
No, what I'm saying, the signings have no relevance, madam. The invoice
you're trying to twist the conversation.
To be applied.
All right. Let me respond to that.
From day one.
Can I respond to that? Hold on, Chuck, hold on. Let me respond to that. You see, at the PAC meeting, it was confirmed that the signature was by the former CEO who had left the job 2 years prior. That was used to clear the items. And now she's asking you, with that fact established, do you think it's proper? Why are you jumping to about whatever name applied?
That question is not really, don't arise. The item can be cleared as custom and left in the first name.
Oh my God!
That's the essence of the issue.
Mr. Ingram, we're not saying
clear the item, lady.
We are not saying that the item. We are not saying that the item was cleared or not cleared, Mr. Ingram.
What you're saying doesn't make any sense, lady.
I am saying
let me rephrase the question.
A document was presented.
Mr. Ingram, let me rephrase the question to you. Mr. Ingram, is it illegal to present fraudulent document to the customs?
I am not interested in any.
I am not asking for your interest. I'm asking you, is it illegal to present
and I'm responding to you. And I'm responding to you. I'm not interested in your conspiracy theories. If
Mr. I'm just asking you a general question. Is it illegal to present? Is it illegal to present fraudulent documents to the Jamaica Custom? Mr. Ingram.
Chuck, you're wasting time.
Is it illegal to present fraudulent document?
You're wasting time and it don't look good.
And again, this is why I tell you that you don't have any integrity. This is why I tell you, you don't have no integrity.
No, but a few time we are waste and we have time. We're asking a question. We have time and a few time we are waste.
You have no integrity, Mr. Ingram. Nivi, hold on, Guru. Let me ask Nivi this question. Nivi is in the best position to answer. Nivi, welcome, sir. Respect. Is it illegal to present fraudulent document to Jamaica Customs?
Right away, sir.
All right, thank you. Is it illegal for somebody to breach the Custom Act?
Right away, sir.
All right. Mr. Ingram, do you hear that? Nivi is in a position to answer this question. It's a simple question to you. But Ingram, here's a problem now. The problem, if you say yes, it will go implicate your precious PNP, where you even though your claims that you're full of integrity, you speak on facts. Whenever the facts don't support your PNP agenda, you fail to answer questions, and that is why I tell you,
you must have heard me. You must have again. You must have heard me.
Hold on, mute me attack. Hold on, Travis, me attack. You have not one shred of dignity. Whenever the facts don't lead you to 89 Hope Road, you can't answer a simple question.
Chuck, I can answer my
We
question.
see it. And Chuck, we see it every morning on display after prayer.
Every morning we see it.
After prayer, Chuck. After prayer, we
Me
see it
don't
on
know who him
display.
a pray to.
Chuck, can I ask you a question?
Mr. Chuck, Ingram, Chuck,
Certainly
have a
not
question
you,
for
Chuck.
you.
Certainly not you.
Nivi have a question for you, sir. Please listen to Nivi's question and try to answer.
Mr. Ingram, to what account?
I'm not hearing you, sir. I'm not hearing the question.
To what account did Dennis Gordon pay $10.1 million? His name is not on the bill of lading. So what did he pay?
I think I would have answered that about 10 times since day.
So tell me,
for him to pay that money.
Nivi wasn't here to hear your answer, sir. Nivi just joined.
Yeah, I want to hear.
Yes, for him to pay that money under the circumstances, I strongly believe the money would have been paid to the UHWI, and then UHWI pay the custom, because the UHWI would have assessed the assessment on UHWI because the invoice is in their name.
So but him have no name. Him no,
Can I speak up for me, sir? Can I speak up for me?
Yeah, how him just come up with money and pay that? Him no have no name in a nothing at all. So
because my understanding is that the machines are
that's fraud, sir. That's
because
fraud.
it's open knowledge, sir. It's open knowledge that the machines are at his place and the machine were a place at his place, and the duty that was exempt he was the one who benefited from the exemptions. As a result, when the custom officer asks for custom department asks for the additional duty, the duty that apply, then they would have asked UHWI for it, and simple UHWI must have asked him to come in and pay it over to them, so they could pay it over to the customer, because the documentation must remain true for audit trail purposes.
So in the spirit of paying back, Mr. Ingram, those persons, those drivers over JUTC where TP bus fare were there.
Next, make me finish, because maybe soon gone. Make me finish. Hold on.
Isn't that a criminal act, sir? You say with the situation. What situation?
The authority in that particular instance would be the custom department. The authority in that particular situation would be the custom department. They have accepted the payment. I don't know what else would happen. The investigation. My understanding is the investigation is still ongoing.
Who accept payment? No. Who accept payment, Mr. Ingram? Who accept payment?
Should I repeat myself? What is happening here?
No. You said who? You said they accept. Who accept the payment?
I said, sir. Let me repeat that 10 times. The payment, the duty would have been levied on the UHWI. They would have been asked to make the payment of the additional amount that were not paid if it was paid.
Mr. Ingram.
My understanding is that when they...
Mr. Ingram, I don't want your understanding, so we are discussing the facts.
Mr. Ingram.
Not your understanding.
As per the Customs Act, that's a breach. And breach cannot be just duty paid alone.
What is the breach, sir?
The breach because he did not pay duty.
Who did not pay duty?
Chuck, read the fine print again. Me know a fine.
Who did not pay duty,
maybe, big bro.
Supposed to pay $140 million.
Big bro. Just pause a second.
Chivi, you are not the repository of our knowledge. You just shut up sometimes.
Pause for a second. Chuck, read the document, please.
Maybe you asked a question just now, maybe. Who you said did breach?
That means that our tax dollar is going to pay for the breach. If it's you, we're going to pay for it, right?
No, sir. Listen what I said to you.
Whose tax dollar? Hey, listen. You must.
No, listen.
Hello,
no, listen, man. Listen.
You're not the repository of this.
It is. Hold on, sir. It is said that the man, Dennis Gordon, pay money.
Nivi.
And I'm saying,
Nivi. Sorry, not Nivi. Ingram. When it comes to this topic, Nivi have more knowledge than you. You can't scream about your 30 years.
I am not concerned about Levy's knowledge. I'm talking about, I'm pointing to facts. I'm not
you're not pointing to facts. You're pointing to your understanding.
Read the document. Chuck, read the piece of document, please.
Again, it says penalties for duty breach. Penalties for evasion include fines of up to 3 times the value of the goods, forfeiture of goods, are potential jail time. Forfeiture of goods are potential jail time.
Chuck, read the first part that describes the crime.
Oh, breach of Custom Act. Using tax-exempt status such as charity or formerly government sector or duty concession to import goods for a private entity or third party is fraudulent evasion of custom duties.
Vivi, can you explain to us what happened? You are the professional within this field.
Yes.
Can you explain to us what transpired and what is supposed to happen according to the law?
Is maybe disputing what I said?
Please mute your mic, Mr. Ingram. It's
Is that Ingram
disputing what I said?
Hello, then me could hear him, Mr. Ingram, please. Nivi, unmute. Go ahead.
Yeah, Chuck. Mr. Ingram, let's take politics out of this, no man. We could just start the truth, please. Right?
Ingram can't
truth is as per.
Are you disputing what I said, Mr. Idris? Are you disputing what I said?
Mr. Ingram, if you're not going to allow me to speak, I might have to remove you from the box because we need to know, we need to hear from somebody that actually works at the customs department. So please allow him to speak. You just going to the customs department doesn't give you enough knowledge to substitute what Mivi is going to say. Please allow him to speak.
Sherry, for over 3 hours.
You stop talking before me take your tie box.
No, and that's more you do.
Why do we waste time?
You know, you are running about, we are going to say run. Go ahead, Nivi.
Chuck, what I say is that why do we waste time and this thing is so clear? Once somebody breach, as a matter of fact, I CIF value, right? So the amount of money where him have to pay, that 10.1 can't cover it in the first place. But he can never pay that. Him going to take a money go give somebody a UE to pay the duty. It doesn't work that way. It's a fraud. That is happening right there. You do a breach because it's a fraud. The thing was bought through you and taken to your place. That's not legal, sir. There's nothing legal about that. You can't do that. Right? So I am still puzzled how you accept that he took the money to somebody at you to pay to customs. Is somebody from you will tell him what the cost is in duty that he should have had paid? But why would that happen? And the documents, the bill of lading doesn't reflect his name. Him not to do that. Him can just say, oh, somebody over you, or it reach a female. So that means the case now would change to something else. Because maybe he accepts stolen goods or something then.
Maybe.
Or uncustom goods. Him accept. That's what it would change to.
Maybe.
Yes.
Maybe are you disputing what I said?
Earlier, I asked Mr. Ingram.
Disputing what I said, maybe.
The permit that Mr. Gordon required should have come from the Ministry of Health, and he was advised as such. Mr. Gordon said that he in turn went and called somebody at UE. Mr. Ingram said as somebody where him know. Could it have also been the same somebody when knowing $10 million go give? The same somebody when I work at UE?
Exactly.
2 years now. 2 years prior. Could that have been person A according to Ingram?
Break. Somebody just call me and tell me the name of the man who get charged.
Inbox me, they chop me one know.
Chuck.
Inbox me, chop me one know.
The man who work at customs, I just want to hear exactly what he's saying. Is he disputing what I said?
My problem is Chuck and Lashiko.
Very interesting.
If an active investigation is taking place where MOCA is involved, FID, Integrity Commission, why is it that customs would accept or UWI would accept money from Jack then, knowing that an active investigation is taking place. That makes sense?
Exactly, winner. Exactly. That is the question. It doesn't get out of it just like this so easily. That's for one. All of that investigation of right? RPD, everybody going come. Yeah? Making talk. Them don't know nothing at all. Them just go like them superior.
Maybe I'm asking you if you
I don't want to talk to you,
Mr.
Ingram. You don't want to answer anybody's question. I want to just talk.
I just want to dispute what I said. You came here as an authority on the matter. Dispute what I said.
Also, maybe if it's a criminal offense that will justify prosecution, wouldn't that have to then go through the court of law to resolve?
All of that.
So how the hell a man take up money and go pay?
Yeah, but department
I would have advised you guys now about the custom authority have the authority, and that is where they stop. What they do. They are at liberty to do what they do with the case.
Above the law. You cannot act above the law that was created by parliamentarians.
The Custom Act dictate how this function goes. So the Custom Authority act in this matter. If
a criminal offense was created against the laws of the land, how the hell can the custom just take it upon themselves and do what they want to do? You have to go through the court of law.
Well, if there's a breach of custom is the one who deal with it, sir.
No, it's the law broken, bro.
If the custom duty, if the custom act is breached, the custom department deal with that matter, sir.
So custom can
tell the man who's working there, tell the man who used to work there, know that as a fact.
Winner.
The man who used to work there.
The fact is a breach. It's a breach right off the bat. So if you want to talk about customs, it's a breach off the bat.
When a breach occur,
hey, you're not listening to what Chuck read something to you. Chuck read something to you and you don't even listen to it. You're a waste of time.
You see, Nivi, Mr. Ingram,
Mr. Ingram is 10 times, so don't say that.
Mr. Ingram, Travis, how many times have I read this thing since we've been here?
Mr. Vato wants to say something.
Honestly, last count.
All right, well, yes. So we have a custom expert. Make we bring in a legal expert now. Ingram, as we say, you don't have no integrity, So we are expert. Mr. Bass.
You notice that I'm not concerned about your integrity, Chuck.
Mr. Ingram, please.
You're going to determine that,
Somebody else to speak.
You're going to determine.
Mr. Chuck.
Thank you.
Mr. Ingram.
Yes, sir.
I just need to ask you a few questions. Nothing too hard. First and foremost, did Jack Den or UHWI broke any law as it relates to customs?
My understanding, sir, is that there was a breach.
No, I'm not asking about your understanding. I'm asking you. It's a yes or no question.
No, don't tell me that. You can't tell me
I just tell you that.
Well, I'm not responding to what you're talking about. My answer to you, sir, is that if there was a breach of the customs, yes, if there's a breach of the customs, yes, sir.
Mr. Ingram, I didn't ask you if there was a breach. I'm asking a question. All right, so let me take out Jack Den out of it. Did UHWI breach any custom?
Before we go first, sir, you're not speaking with a robot, sir. You're speaking with an individual who can think for himself. So before you proceed, keep that in the mouth.
I don't that.
Continue.
But I'm not asking. We're not going down that road, Mr. Ingram. Let's just keep it civil. I'm asking a question. So I'm taking Jack Den out of the equation. Did UHWI broke any laws as it regards to customs?
My understanding is that the duty that should have been paid for the item, because they did not use the item. The item was not for them. The item came in their name, but went to an external person. Okay, as a result, Custom Act was breached. That's my response to your first question.
So the short answer is yes, they did. So they broke one of Customs laws, right? What is the penalty for that? And we're talking about UHWI now, not talking about Jordan. What is the penalty for that breach?
I heard Chuck would have read a document there what speaks to the issue of a breach in the Custom Duty Act.
Okay, so that means that they have to pay back the money, right?
That's my understanding, that they would be called upon to pay back the money. That's my understanding.
Okay, and they have to pay back 4 times the amount.
No, what I heard, it can be up to a maximum of 3 times. But it don't necessarily mean that the full penalty would be applied. That's my understanding.
Okay.
Based on what was read just now.
Okay. So my next question to you now. UHWI is a government entity, right?
Yes, the last time I checked, yes.
Okay. So who is going to pay back that money? Is it UHWI or is it?
I would have expressed my opinion on that matter.
No, hold on. I didn't finish the question, sorry.
Okay.
Who is going to pay back that money? Is it UHWI or is it going to be taxpayers?
No, I strongly believe that in this particular case, under the circumstances, and what I heard happened is that what all they'll simply do is take the money from whatever money is asked to be paid from Customs. They would simply take the money from Jack then and pay it over to them. That's my understanding.
So now then in the equation, and I told you we're not talking about Jack then. So I'm asking you the question, take Jack then out the equation, sir. If the $140 million is paid,
there is no assessment of 140 million, sir. Please withdraw that.
Take Jack then out of the question.
There's no 140 million assessment that was raised. That's a false statement, sir. So withdraw that.
Okay, so hold on, Chuck. Hold on, Chuck. So are you saying that the now sitting CEO of Customs was lying in Parliament?
If he said that 140 will have to be paid, I would have to accept that only when there was an assessment of 140 million is asked to be paid by the Customs Department. I have not heard that, sir. What I heard, as the document dictates,
not by Customs Department.
I have a question, Chuck. Sorry.
As I heard the document dictate, that the full penalty can be up to that amount and other penalties can apply. That's what I heard for the document.
I'm saying to you, if it's a case where we are going to pay back $140 million, let us put it at 90 million. UHWI is supposed to pay back $90 million. Hold on, sir.
No, your question is warped, sir. Because the question should
Mr.
be
Ingram, would you stop being so aggressive, sir? Mr. Ingram, you're being aggressive, sir. Calm down and allow somebody to ask a question and then you respond.
I'm responding to the question. I'm responding to the question.
Well, allow the gentleman to finish his question.
I didn't finish ask your question, no. I'm giving you a ballpark figure.
Let me know when you finish the question, sir.
I'm giving you a ballpark figure. And I'm saying, let's put it at $90 million. If UHWI was to pay back $90 million, who would foot that bill? Would it be taxpayers or would it come from somewhere else? That's a question, sir.
Okay, beautiful. Yes, sir. In this particular instance, under the circumstances that have been revealed to us, in this particular instance, the Customs Department will levy the charge on the UHWI. And based on the fact we have heard that Dennis Gordon had paid some money, or Jack then had paid some money, it would simply mean that the payment would have been made from Dennis Gordon through the UHWI too, because the documentation must hold. The audit trail must maintain. Therefore, the document under which the breach occurred, the payment will have to be showing under that name also. So it could be paid by Jack then. So if the payment is made, the payment would have been made by UHWI, and that would have settled that issue. That transaction would have been settled. So when the auditor general go into the audit, they will see all the
money that is going to put
dictating what occurred.
So you're saying that Jack then would pay that money?
What I'm saying, sir, let me repeat it again. In this particular instance, under the circumstances that have revealed to us as Jamaicans, it means that the custom duty would have been levied on UHWI, and in a case like this, when it's obvious that the item went over to a third party, then UHWI would simply ask the third party to come in and make the payment, and they make the payment over to the custom, because the documentation, sir, must be maintained as goods coming in to John Brown, duties need not pay by John Brown, duty paid at a later date by John Brown. And the audit trail would have been there for when anybody coming to audit down the road 2-3 years from now, the documentation would flow accordingly.
So might I ask a question now? Servers, make you one question.
Hold on. Mizzy, did you hear that? Because Mr. Ingram said it's simply.
He keeps saying that simply. The criminal offense that is here, it is no simple thing. All evasion and fraud, all of that mixed up in one, right? And,
okay. Can I say something?
Hold on. But ask the question, is the taxpayer going to foot the bill? And up till now, you are circumlocuted and still can't answer the question.
I don't know if you're not hearing properly.
Mr.
I don't know if you're not
Ingram.
hearing properly. I responded on 3 occasions, and it's consistent. It cannot go any other way.
Consistently going around the mulberry bush, sir. The
Mr. Ingram.
question is it that the taxpayer is going to foot this bill that you would have to pay?
There's a level of, I must say at this point, that there's a level of, I don't know what is happening here.
Mr. Ingram.
Your people need to take time out and look at what is before you.
Hold on, Mr.
and
Ingram.
apply the questions and answer accordingly.
Hold on, Mr. Ingram. Let's go back to the question and answer session with me and you. You said that given the fact that we are now knowing and what is available to the public, some payment have to be negotiated between UHWI, customs, and the third party in question.
I did no, sir. I said no such thing to you, sir.
So what did you say, sir?
I said the custom department would have levied the duties on the party in which the documentation speak to.
UHWI.
Yes. In that particular case, what I think happened, based on the fact we heard that Dennis Gordon paid some money, I think that what's simple happening in this case, and anybody here must have the knowledge to understand that they would call in Jack then, they would pay the money, they would give, not even pay, give the money to Jamaica, to UHWI, and UHWI would pay the money over to custom and close that transaction. Why it would have to be done like that? Because the documentation must be maintained in that audit trail. The audit trail must be maintained like that. That means down the road, when there's an audit by the Attorney General, the Auditor General, going, they will be seeing this particular transaction, when it occurred, and what are the sequence of events that took place, and what was the end result of it. So the documentation
and this
must
is where it's so complicated, because between customs cannot ask Dennis Gordon for money in this case for the payment. They has to go through UWI.
That is correct. That's exactly what I'm saying, sir. That's exactly what I'm saying.
And Jack then is a third party.
What if Jack then refuses to pay?
But what I am saying, if even the taxpayer gonna pay back this money, all this blame has to be on you and UA.
So J-Raz, you're saying that Jack then has no responsibility here?
I am not saying they don't have any responsibility.
That's what you just said. That's what you just said.
Chuck, I did not mention responsibility.
You said all this blame have to be on you. That's what you said.
Well, Well, most of the blame, because there's no
No,
dealings
you're
between.
rearranging your word. You said
There's
first you said
there's
all
no
the blame have to
dealings.
be on you.
In this case, there's no dealings between Jack Den or Dennis Gordon and customs.
No, Dennis Gordon accept responsibility already. It's too late for him.
And I think to my what I'm getting from this now, I think what he did is a little bit. He should have let this thing played out. I think what he did is a little bit premature.
You see, J-Ras, that's why I tell you, say, you see, even though sometimes you try to stand on neutrality, you mind.
No, because of what the legal mind just mentioned. That's why I come back up.
You don't understand. Hold on, Ingram. You don't understand. Hold on. J-Ras, you are trying to stand on a neutral position. But your mind just will not allow you to do it. So see, you come back and now where you listen until you hear one loophole where you think exonerate Dennis Gordon, you jump back in.
No, Chuck. No.
Yes,
it's based on what the legal mind. Based on what the legal mind is explaining. No.
You come up and you say, based on where you hear.
Listen me.
Hold on, Chuck. More point out something.
Listen.
J-Ras just take the hypothetical for the facts. Because Vass said, Mr. Ingram, for the sake of conversation, forget about Jack Den. I'm going to question you with regards to the hospital and custom. This man hears something that he thinks, yes, this makes sense, and Jack Den is free, and jump back up. Sir, the conversation was a hypothetical. Right? It was a hypothetical.
It was not necessarily hypothetical. It was, and the lawyer can speak to that. You said the man's a lawyer. He can correct you. It's not necessarily hypothetical. It's a procedural part that must be taken.
The man tell you, say, for the sake of peace,
documentation
Mr. Ingram, the man said this,
would dictate.
Mr. Ingram, I was on the floor, you know, come bombard me. You know, bombard me, I'm sorry. The man tell him and still you say, left out Dennis part because I'm very touchy about the Dennis part.
The man is here, let me explain to you. The man is still here, let me explain. You can't speak on behalf. The man is an attorney, he can speak for himself. You need to be quiet and let the man speak. He's of age. And he say him have the training. Let him speak.
Exactly.
Let the man speak.
No, but what I'm understanding,
come back
Mr.
in
Ingram.
and confirm what is happening because
Mr. Ingram, what I want to understand. Is it that they levied the taxes on Huey, but Dennis Gordon and Jack Den being a good corporate citizen just volunteer to pay?
Listen, lady, for the last time, the documentation that exists for this particular transaction came to Huey. Huey got the exemption. The exemption was issued based on Huey's name, based on no other person. The investigation was done. The Customs Department determined that the item, although imported by Huey, the item was at a third party's premises. The Customs Department demanded payment of the actual custom duty. In that case, the Customs Department would levy the charge on the party who imported the item in Jamaica.
Okay.
All I'm saying here at this point, the Huey would simply ask Jack Den to come in, give the money for them to pay over and close the deal. That would ensure, sir, that would ensure all the persons here, 279 people.
But does the Customs Department have the right?
Hold on.
Does the Customs Department have any right to levy taxes on Huey?
When that
even
transaction
in
is
their
completed,
tax-exempt state? That's what I'm asking.
The documentation would show that item A came into the island in the name of University of the West Indies. The appropriate customs were not paid because the item was incorrectly granted. The exemption was incorrectly granted to the importer because they were not the final beneficiary. As a result, the documentation will show that the Customs Department identified the beneficiary and therefore levied the appropriate charges on the University Hospital of the West Indies. And now the documentation is now, the transaction is now closed as relates to that aspect of things, as relates to other investigation which are ongoing, including MOCA, the police, the Integrity Commission, Auditor General, that will continue. The issue that relates to that transaction, the transaction itself, would have been rest at this point, pending other investigation.
No, sir.
As the
No,
parties
sir.
see fit.
No, sir.
Those
No.
are the facts.
No.
None of you can dispute.
No. Ingram.
Neither you,
Ingram.
neither you, Miffy,
Ingram.
neither you, nor the attorney can dispute that.
Ingram. Oh, you skip out the breach.
The point I was going to get to.
Oh,
He
you
forget
skip out the
totally about
breach.
the crime. He just put the crime
The
one side and
crime
say, no, it has settled and paid money.
And so the case will be closed.
And they
You
talk
have a
about
cartoon,
case
bro.
closed. You think a fool there, sir?
He wants the case will be closed.
Mr. Ingram, I'm going to ask you about 3 more questions before I run. First question: did Jack then do anything wrong in this matter? Because I tried my best to leave out Jack
Where
out
was
of
the
the whole
breach left out,
situation.
sir?
I'm asking you a question. Did
Oh, you
Jack
have some more
then
questions.
do
Go ahead.
anything wrong?
Ahead.
Did Jack then do anything wrong in this whole matter?
Come again?
Did Jack then do anything wrong in this matter?
Based on what I've just said just now, and the secret of events to invest, the secret of events to the point where they pay the money, I'm going to leave that to the other investigating authority to decide.
So you don't want to answer that question?
I answer you, sir. I'm answering you. I'm telling you, sir. I'm telling you that based on the fact I've heard of a payment.
So a yes or no question.
No, sir.
No,
it is not a yes or no question, sir. It is
I'm
not.
asking you.
It is not a yes or no
Do
question,
anything
sir.
wrong.
Due respect. Based on what is said, sir, that a
Why
payment
is
has
it?
been made to customs, customs need to determine whether they are leaving the case there or the investigation continues, sir.
Ingram.
That's
Ingram, that is rubbish.
and the other investigating authorities.
No, but what happened to the breach?
Customs
Question.
need to determine.
Hold on, Shika. Hold on, Shika. That's the next question. In the event that Jack then refused to pay the money that UHWI asked them to pay to them to customs, what will happen?
I don't know, sir.
All right. So let me rephrase the question. In the event that custom asks UHWI to pay a certain amount of money, and UHWI write to Jack then, and Jack then refused to pay that money because their name is not on the invoice, who will pay that money?
You're repeating yourself, and I said I don't know.
No, I rephrase the question.
You are repeating yourself,
Oh,
and I said I
They
don't
will
know.
pay that money.
You're repeating yourself, and I said I don't know.
So my last question to you, Mr. Ingram.
You said you're an attorney. I'm disappointed.
I hear you.
I didn't say it.
You said you're an attorney. I'm disappointed.
I didn't say it, you know. So
I thought somebody said you were.
I am saying to you, to the best of your knowledge, for the past 20 years, based on what was reported in the media, do you know of Jack Den or Mr. Gordon having any government contracts?
The question is finished? The question is finished?
Yes, man.
Is the question finished?
Yes. Do you know of them having a government contract?
My understanding, I've seen in the news media, sir, that he had Jack then had cleaning contracts with the UHWI.
Okay, that's a government entity. So my next follow-up question to you now.
Hello?
Do you know if they had gotten... I'm giving you my...
Why are we wasting time here? It's unfortunate. We are just wasting time.
Ingram, you're
It's a
the one
simple,
wasting
straightforward matter.
time. It is not as simple as you want to
And
state
you
it
said
because
you say you
of
work
your
at customs, sir.
political.
You say you work
Hey,
at customs, sir.
I
You're
didn't
disappointed.
say that myself.
Don't
So
be
don't
blinded
even
by
say that.
political.
Hey,
Ingram.
Ingram.
Don't be blinded by political perception.
Ingram. Listen, man, I didn't even say that. Somebody has stated that to me about me. We have wasted our time.
Mr. Ingram, I would advise you, see, to go and read it. I remember a few months ago, there are certain people, I don't come on live quite often. I watch, I don't say nothing. There are a few months ago, there are people who used to talk about the Integrity Commission. And they don't even read the Integrity Commission Act. Because all of this that is happening in the public right now, if the Integrity Commission do not act on this matter, they will breach their own laws and regulations. Because we don't know if a special exemption was given to Jack then to have government contracts. If not, the law states that that MP would have to recuse themselves from Parliament.
But Vassal, they said nothing like that in the PAC. They said they have no contract with them. So
if
no arrangement.
but there are several stories going around.
And Vassal, if that was the case, then him shouldn't run go pay the money because he would have gotten the special exemption. That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
So if he had gotten the special exemption, there wouldn't be a need for him to go and pay the 10 point whatever $1 million that he paid.
No, the thing is, the breach itself is a separate matter from the case where a sitting MP who's company that is benefiting from a government contract, if he or she doesn't have a special exemption for that, they would have to vacate their seat. And that is in section 41 of the Integrity Act. People need to go and read and be informed.
Based on section 41, he should recuse himself from his seat.
Yep.
Somebody can pull up section 41 there? Who there? Travel yesterday.
Sorry, let me
the Integrity Act.
Sorry, let me I'm gonna get to thump him 2 more times.
Me just drop Ingram. Ingram, I disrespect me, V. And you know me not tolerate that already.
I never hear that, sir. I dropped him long time. And the time when he tell you, when me did half analyze and he tell you something out of box and he say something. And then time he go and beat him.
Yeah, I'm too out of order. Uncle Mivy.
This thing gets deeper and deeper and deeper.
Exactly.
2 things right as well. Who in a way with the link and then Jack them side. Them 2 things, 2 of them gone deep down in the abyss. Right? Because I don't know how him can get up and a child's play thing this, you know. You get up and pay $10.1 million. To who? Who you pay it to?
That was my question, Mivy. I asked the question and I think it flew over a lot of people's head on another live. I said, if your name is not on the bill of lading, as you mentioned earlier, how you come by go pay? You say you go pay customs, and somebody say you go pay UE. How we come by that?
My man, they change for saying go pay UE.
Yeah, how you come by that amount? customs got paid, Punkus say. But how you come by that figure? Isn't there some interest and something else need to be calculated or something like that? How you come by the figure there? What we do, what we calculate? And based on what I am thinking as well, this is just one invoice. This is just one invoice we're looking at. That man built a whole building, started a whole health sector, and we're just looking at the dialysis alone and the few furniture. I believe that there's way more to this than just this, and that's why he went and paid the money. Me feel say hush money in pay. That's what I am thinking.
Yeah, and you can't stop it because, as we say, just basic. If monies are to be paid out of you have get of the breach. But then again, they are tax exempt. Yeah, that's what so this thing they are tax exempt for these imports, because what this can say now, that it can be said that the 12 dialysis machines came in and Jack then stole it, It can be said that to it if we want to, right? Because what is it doing in his place when I you with things? You understand me? So this thing here is much more, right?
PNP
so we know
send
that
out press release.
he might try evade. Right? So come through the UA with him friend, right? And then him now collect over in place. What him pay? How them pay for it? How you will pay for those dialysis machines stuff?
I have a question.
Shika, hear the question now. How you will pay for those dialysis machines? How? did they use public funds to pay for it? How did Jack then transfer fund to you?
They said it happened outside. They said that transaction, I think they said those transactions happened outside of the perimeters or the accounts department of UE.
Right. That's not supposed to happen. No way, shape, or form. How private funds transfer to them to do that? How?
But maybe I have a question. May I say, when the goods arrive, right, and it says it is destined for University Hospital at whatever Linders Road, I am asking the question: don't custom match the address with the entity? That not happen before you can say yes.
Should.
Jesus. Then they can't get bigger, maybe.
Yeah. It can't. Maybe they can't think it's a storage place that for the items it be, but we don't know. There should be an address which is connected to the exempt information.
Then the next part I want to clarify now. How is it? So the person that go down to customs now with that letter, but them sign, that's no longer a representative there. He worked there 2 years ago. So customs no checks and balance no go on with that, because if me get a letter, me not have to call and verify and say me spoke with Mivy and he confirmed the letter from the accounts department at XYZ date. Them something not go on, or we just take the letter and we just say, all right, moving along.
All right, we're going to happen with this now. You have investigations department in a customs, right? That deals with internal. So their own staff is going to be investigated. So those who dealt with this transaction, we have to answer to those questions about the address and all of that type of stuff, right? So that will be dealt with, right? So the conspirator won't get away though.
Son of Punkus kept saying for a Sunday that there is no case.